Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RSC EU Twitch stream. It's 8CST. It's that time once again. We are in rival playoffs, and I have the honor today of being joined by Big Buddha.
Thank you. What an introduction. Thank you. Bigging me up. Well, I finally get to cast with you, Sir Pegasus. I've seen you've been grinding the casting here for Prospect and Challenger. Now we're here for Rival. So it's a pleasure to be alongside you. But it's also a pleasure. We've got two great teams here looking to fight their way in through these play-in games to get to that lower bracket in the playoffs. But they got a couple of games to go forward. You know, it's not going to be easy. We have Continuum versus Anarchy. Obviously, this is the play-in so far, as we've seen. Obviously, these games have been on the stream. We see no one's go all the way through. They'll be in that lower bracket. Then we also saw Journeyman take down Onka 3-1. And Pegasus, we still got some games to go.
Absolutely. Both these teams want to be the next Norns. They've got the hardest job out of anyone on the bracket. They have to fight all the way through to even have an attempt at playoffs. And even if they do, it's all with one life. The pressure so high.
Indeed. The winner of this series will be going to face against Mystics, which will be straight after. Then obviously later on tonight we'll have Uranum versus Sentinels to see which team goes to that upper bracket and which team will be dropping down into the lower bracket. Before these rosters, I mean, you know, we saw the RS cast of the predictions pretty much across the board for Anarchy. Continuum, I believe they're showing up some different players today, so you know, we'll see how good this roster is. I know there's been talk about their scrim results and etc. They're looking pretty comfortable and strong, so you know, my predictions have definitely been swayed, but I can't change anything here. But I'm sure we'll get some stats up to see what to expect from these teams and to see if we have that Game 5 potential.
Nice to see you have some background information. I know a man, the Meaty Pig, who's been telling me he's been feeling confident recently, been playing a lot of ranks, but that's not what this is about. This is RSC League, and as you can see, overall, the stats looking pretty equal. Both got a very high save stat, a high demo stat as well, so maybe we'll see quite a physical game, almost equal wins, but as we love to say, different conferences, we've got that added bit of rivalry.
For sure, by looking at that goal difference as well, Anarchy seem to be a team that just keep the games close, nothing too big for losing or winning, or maybe they do, but either way, they average it out in total. But Continuum there, looking a bit on the negative side for their goal difference, but hey, anything can happen. Stats are stats. At the end of the day, play-ins and playoffs, it's all coming down to the day. As we go to the players to see which ones to look out for, we'll see from the rosters here from Anarchy. We have Alex, Toe, Luke, and Duke. Some juicy stats there all across the board. The goal participation definitely looking nice from them, just showing how much of a team they really are, Pegasus.
Absolutely. These are four players that honestly, overall, don't look like they've played that much together. We've got Luke, the Meaty Pig, with the most games with them, 61, and the rest, highest being 28. So, looks like they've had some roster changes that season. And on the other side, Continuum, so far we can only see the stats for Potter, who I know chat are very excited about. 97 saves, 39 assists, 55 goals. He's been very active this season. And I would like to point out, I don't know if Sammy is playing today, but that is another player I have played with before, and he is also quality.
As well, hopefully do expect that quality on the field. Definitely look forward to see how these players put up. Obviously, not too many stats, but Potter, you know, almost playing every single game this season. Some really good stats, showing to be a defensive rock for his side as well, making sure they got to play-ins just by that alone alongside his roster. But Anarchy and Continuum is just coming up here. Pegasus, you got to let the chat know, what have you predicted? Who are you having to go into that second round?
Well, look, I know that Continuum, they have the heart, they have the passion, they have the grind, but the other team has Luke the Meaty Pig with his lovely blonde hair, his beautiful eyes. I'm getting distracted. They're all great at Rocket League. We are in for an absolute fight today. 3-1, however, going towards Anarchy.
I like it. I had to stick to my RS cast prediction, and I did put Anarchy for a 3-0, but the players are here to prove us wrong. The first game of tonight for this round of rival play-ins, and here we go. Caf looking for an early shot already. A demo on the toe, and it could just go in off the crossbar, but nothing will happen. Meaty Pig with their clinical save.
Wakey, the match has started, and Potter, He's the one everyone was watching leading into this game today. Immediately had the pressure on, and Sammy, the man I called out earlier, plays the ball into the center, and that's just an open shot. They need to wake up Anarchy. The game started, and they've immediately had all pressure on them.
Continuum do not need that first minute for any type of warm-up. They're coming in, slaying already, looking for goal number 2 to get the gears shifting. Meaty Pig is going to win the 50, looking for the shot. Potter with a good block, though, will remain down for the opposition side. Alex looking for something here off the wall, not going to find the touch. A good demo from Meaty Pig. Could open up a shot here, but Calf will challenge that one high. Potter going to try and find a teammate, maybe look for a double instead now, trying to get past Pig. Zero boost in the tank will not find anything crucial for his side. Calf with a pass back up to the backboard now, could be followed up with a shot. Sammy Kamaz, oh, what a save from Meaty Pig.
Yeah, they just look a little bit disorganised in defence there. You saw two players really fighting for the ball there. Meaty Pig ending up being the one to get the save. Other than that shot, though, since the goal, it's been a complete fight in the midfield. So I think this is all going to be about who can get a better 50s, who can direct it to teammates, and who can put the goals in when they get the chance. Meaty Pig equalises the score.
Saw an opportunity and took it. Made it rightfully his, tying it up with just over a minute in. We're back, a leveled apiece for both sides. You talk about that midfield battle, and for sure, I feel like this is what this series is going to be. Both sides really fighting. Could almost find a kickoff goal here off the backboard. Will it be followed through? Yes, by Gav! And it's going to go in seconds after the kickoff. And we see Continuum back in the lead.
And it's goals, goals, goals. We could be in for an absolute ride. 3 goals in 1 minute and 11 seconds. And if there's anything to say, there's so much to play for. Some series you watch, 1 goal difference is all it takes. I don't think that's going to be enough. And just as I say that, Sammy, look to have a chance there. Ends up saved by the Meaty Pig, already showing himself in defense. Oh, needs to get a favorable 50 here. Finds its way into the corner. Meaty Pig, he wanted to put it into the middle, but immediately demoed. I don't think anyone's there for the ball. I think it's relatively safe in that corner. Calf, great first touch, great control, keeps the ball close and gives his team some time to regroup.
Possession taken by Sammy with a shot on target, forcing the save there from Alex. Nothing to follow through with a shot on that. Meaty Pig tries to get a good block. Calf looking for something. And Toe will take this one out, taking possession of the ball. Challenged by Sammy there. Alex gonna try to find Toe in the opposition's corner, cleared away from Potter. Could be an opportunity for Calf if Meaty Pig does not find it. But Meaty Pig already being that clinical defensive player, saving pretty much everything except from the goals that have gone in.
Absolutely, but this team needs a little bit more offense. They've so far had 1 shot, 1 goal, once again by that man we were talking about, the Meaty Pig. However, Continuum not had too much hard work in their side of the pitch. Maybe in the midfield it's clearly been a fight, but that's not enough to win series.
Challenging the backboard there. Potter looking to follow a double commit though on the defense. They won't get punished. Alex tries to find Toe, but a bit too far, almost an own goal. Oh, we'll count that as a calculated save. Yeah, yes. No own goals happen here, right? Definitely not cast a curse just now. Savvy though, plenty of boost in the tank, almost gets a second 50. In the back corner, normally safe there. Potter have to look for a solo play, but Meaty Pig just challenging so successfully in his own half. Has not failed once that I remember. But 2 minutes left, we're still seeing Anarchy looking for a response.
Feels like there's been a bit of a scramble for boost from both teams. Maybe they're not being as efficient as they should be. I feel like when they're at that midfield point, maybe it's part of just how much fight there's been. They just don't have enough to get that second touch, whether that's to a teammate or just anywhere but to an opponent. So far, very back and forth.
Traded demo there. Will be a momentarily 2v2. Alex will leave for his teammate. Meaty Pig not going to be able to find the shot. Calf now clears it down the line. Toe with the interception. Porter gonna try and get it off the corner for Calf. Maybe set up back to Potter, but it will be intercepted yet again. A shot by Sammy, but just gonna go over by the defensive touch. Approaching that final minute. Anarchy still trying to find that offensive pressure. Continuum have been doing a great job keeping composed and not giving away too many free chances.
Yeah, had some time as the second man, Toe, but once again just didn't have the boost to make a good enough touch to cause a real pressure. Calf here has a great forward shot, and it's Toe saving it from that top left corner, but the attack is not over. Sammy looking for the 50 at the corner. Alex gonna have to clear that up, and it's a good 50. Will it find itself straight in? Is this 2-2? And yes, it is. Caf unfortunately caught off guard with what I believe was a pinch in the corner. Oh, not quite. Maybe. I can't really tell. Either way, 2-2. There's still more to play for. A game which started so open, so many goals. We hadn't had one in a while. How did we put it? I was getting worried.
It may not be the stylish goal, but hey, the ball went in. That's all that matters, especially for the Anarchy side. But it might be given away yet again. Continuum gifted a free goal. Anarchy, after all that hard work, they got their equaliser. And just like that, we see Sami Kamoz with the opening, maybe potential winning goal for Continuum.
Absolutely. These goals keep on coming quick after the kickoff. They need to get their heads right back in the game. Even when you think you got your goal, you're feeling confident. Gotta remember, those kickoffs are just so dangerous. All that hard work gone in a few seconds.
Potter, look at the final read here for the double. So we'll get a touch off his own backboard. Sami looking for a pressuring shot. Meaty pick. Clears this one away. Alex looking for a shot. Not about to find it. In the back corner now, Potter. Beaten out by Toe. Defense has to be key here. They can't let anything given away. Meaty pick with the demo will be blocked out. It's still in continuous defensive half. Toe now. Not able to find the block. Meaty pick can't find the pinch. And the time is just going to run down. A Continuum have taken the opening game in the series. And already, well, it destroys my prediction.
Yes, absolutely. My one is still very much on the cards. Meaty Pig with a very good defensive performance, but this game is a lot more than defense. We didn't see, I think, enough chances come out by Anarchy. They had a total of 3 shots, 2 of which going in, all from Continuum mistakes, which at least they know they're making. But other than that, they weren't forced to do any real work in defense. They were working well to sweep it out in midfield, but in their half, it just seemed way too comfortable.
I mean, Anarchy, they just struggled to get those offensive plays happening. You know, at times we'd see them, go for a play, but nothing would be committed. Continuum just instantly shut them down, didn't give them too much room in their own half. And Anarchy, though, you got to give props in their defense. Meaty Pig was really keeping that scoreline close. I mentioned earlier how their goal difference, I believe, was just 1 apart from scored and against. And you can see the reason why. But they just don't have that offense. So that is what they need if they want this series to change. But for Continuum, well played to them. Good props to them. They started really strong and they always responded after conceding.
Call me brutal, but I really don't know what a game plan is right now for Anarchy. It's not like that their counterattacks have been anything dangerous. When you're such a defensive team, you want these quick transitions, you want to cause some chances. But this really doesn't feel like that's what was happening. Those 2 goals were from complete mistakes. If we're completely honest, lucky pinch off the corner, and then the second one was just taking advantage of a heavy hit in front of goal.
Just the everyday, casual Rocket League goals coming out of nowhere. But game number 2, maybe we'll see some spice. Potter going to take this pass into Sami. Can look to take control here on the wall. Low boost in the tank. Maybe try to find a midfield pass. Will be intercepted. Caf going to continue this one through. Toe will beat him to it though. Potter trying to remain possession here in the midfield with the ball. Meaty Pig, it's got quite a bit of time here. It's going to clear this one away instead. It will give an opportunity now for Continuum. Popped up in the midfield. Sami Kamoz trying to find something, but Toe. We see here both sides just trying to, they're just passing the ball back and forth. They're pretty much ping pong right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like Continuum are the only ones that have real chances here, and this is a potential for a really nice dribble play. Doesn't manage to get the 50. Toe stayed very nice and patient. Maybe he was aware on how low a boost he was on. Alex needs to get this touch, and he places it nicely, quite far away from the net, gives the team some time to revise their positions, and Meaty Pig, once again, coming off the backboard, gets the save. It just feels like all pressure's on Anarchy. It's very rarely been in the Continuum half, and when it is there, it really doesn't stay there for long. And just as I say that, the ball finds itself in front of a goal. There's been a miss on the backboard, but Potter saves them with a lovely clear.
Alex looking for a shot on target, but it will be saved out. Meaty Pig, not about to follow that one. Sami Kamoz now could build some pressure here. Toe with a good challenge, though. He will get the ball out from their goal. Anywhere close. Already on the counter as well. Alex looking for the block, but Caf will beat 1. Pass 2. Meaty Pig, last player back, gets a crucial touch here. Does not whiff that one. opportunities. Not too many from Anarchy, just kind of playing the answer to Continuum's plays at this point. We were approaching the 2-minute mark in. We've not seen that goal. So both sides have really, leveled it out from game one. They've realized those little mistakes and how much of the goals were given away. And I talk about it, and it's a goal. There it is. Continuum opening it up again here in game 2.
Yeah, I saw a demo. Meaty Pig, he's been so good in defense. Finds himself caught out there, no man behind him to save the day, and it just ends up being an open net. A goal that felt like it was a long time coming. This is their 6th shot, and Anarchy have been forced to do 5 saves, so all 6 on target. You really can't complain. They deserve that.
Well deserved. Alex with a good pass. Meaty Pig trying to find a shot, but the touch was too heavy. Could not keep control. Continuum looking for goal number 2 already. Alex, though, keeping the ball in play. Looking for something here off the wall. Meaty Pig, no shot found. Calf with a very good block. Potter blocked out by Toe. Sammy Kamaz now finding the ball into the opposition's half. Look at the follow through with maybe... Oh, no, never mind. I thought he was just going to bang it in net.
So did I. Very dangerous hit, but once again, Meaty saving the day in defense, but someone needs to save the day in attack. We need a different kind of hero right now if they want to get a game back in this series.
Meaty Pig giving the ball away. Could be an opportunity, but it will be saved from Alex. But both defenders were forced there, but they won't be punished for it. And Anarchy, yet again, they're just always on the back wall, always on the defense, just answering shots, but never being the first ones to make something happen when it comes to the Continuum side. And if they keep this up, the Continuum, they're just going to win by a slight goal or 2.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, they're making each goal way too important. We were talking last game where all the goals were coming in at every single second, it felt like, but the 1 goal difference doesn't really mean anything because it was so quick for the ties to change. Not in this game. That 1 goal is like goal dust. In any other series, that 1 goal would be worth 3.
Gaff will be blocked out. Potter with a shot on target. Meaty Pig can't reach it. Potter puts that away in the left corner. Continuum 2-0 up. A little bit of time to play here for Anarchy.
Placement. It's a beautiful 50 from Calf, getting it to bounce off that ceiling and stay central. And he was just ready. A great shot into the bottom left corner. Decent enough power. That one you just can't get in the way of. And Sammy tries to get the save, but Alex sneaks it above him. There is still a chance. Do not leave the stream for any minute. This could change at any second.
Love that from Alex. They know they are 2 goals down. He sees an opportunity. He's just like, you know what? I'll just put this on net. He either saves it or he doesn't. And, well, the answer was given. It went in. So, definitely worth the shot. A minute now for Anarchy to get an equaliser. But for Continuum, looking to hold on. Alex does not find the touch that he was looking for. It's a good 50, though. It'll be all down to midfield control here. Potter with the double. Is it going to go in? Alex with the save. Potter almost peaking in play-ins already. That would have been a sight to see.
Absolutely, but it's not over yet. It's still just finding his way up the backboard, and that's a great save from Toe. I was so sure that was going in, but he's in the perfect position to hit that out of net and relatively out of danger for the awful position that he found himself in. No discredit to him, by the way. That was just how they got worked around by Continuum, who are doing so well on the offense.
Very well indeed. Meaty Pig looking for a pinch there. We'll go to the corner. Maybe followed up with a shot. Potter with the beat, though. Looking to continue forward. We'll get a cheeky bump. Could be an opportunity. Calf might be giving the ball away here for the Anarchy side. It's not going to be powerful enough to find a shot on target. And this could be it, unless it rolls up. No, it doesn't. And we're going to see Continuum 2-0 up now in the series. And for Anarchy, well, this is it. They got no lives remaining. As soon as they drop another game, that is it. Unless we see that juicy reverse sweep.
Reverse sweep or bust. It doesn't get much scarier than this. You've got the chance to be first rounded right now. And all credit going to... I mean, I wanted to point out one name, but I really can't. The full momentum side, all 3 of them were doing their job, it felt like. I saw one player there with 6 shots, I believe. 6 shots from Potter. the man to watch, my MVP so far. Played so well last game. They've continued to pressure this one.
Yeah, the pressure's been great. Obviously, you can't argue the conversion rate for shots isn't the greatest, but they're doing so well that it's not really needed because Anarchy just aren't giving enough when they come to attacking. So for Continuum, they're just keeping that pressure up, just making sure they waste as much time as possible and keeping that pressure, whether it's in offense, midfield, and even in the defensive half. Not pressure, but calm and collected. They're not overstepping their rotations. There's been a couple of, obviously, you could call double commits, but it's nothing been major for the Continuum side. They've been playing great, and if they keep it up, it's definitely going to be a team to watch. But they've got to get through this series. They've just got one more game to take this away.
Absolutely, and here we go. Reverse sweep either begins or it's bust for Anarchy, and that kickoff is not a good sign. We've had a lot of goals conceded straight after kickoff, so I don't think we're out that danger zone yet. This is proven to be a very critical position this game, but actually both teams, I believe. Alex finds himself off the wall. I don't think he can recover there. I don't think he got the flip either. He did not. Toe going for a strike at net, and I think that's the right play for Anarchy. I feel like these last two games, they haven't been playing their game. Everything has just been a response. You know, that's what every single coach says. Play your own game. I don't think Anarchy are doing that, and they're gonna have to. Just get those shots forward, start your own pressure, get your win.
Couldn't agree more. At this point, you've got no lives remaining. You just got to go all out. Just play confident. Just go for it. Play attacking. Play aggressive. Toe with the shot!
There we go!
And there it is! Anarchy, for the first time, are in the lead from the opening goal.
And Alex, that's so brave from him. He throws himself forward. There were 3 Continuum players there, and he said, I'm the only player that Anarchy needs. Great 50, finds itself off the backboard, and who comes flying in? It's Toe. Oh wait, it's the kickoff. We talked about their danger, and he shuts them down immediately. I bet they were still celebrating in their comms. A quick demo. He says, Meaty Pig, get out of the way. I know you've been saving all the shots. Not this time. Quick shot into the top right corner, and we're back to a dead game.
The momentum just got denied instantly. I'm pretty sure Continuum have a 100% success rate of scoring within 10 seconds after conceding. Continuum, I mean, that's a great job on their end, of course, but for Anarchy, it's just showing they just cannot hold on to the lead with the momentum. So, is going to find that save. Was getting a bit worried for a second, but Calf, look for a solo play here. Will be blocked out from Meaty Pig. Alex now, looking to take this away. Clears it downfield. Potter, looking to take this one down. Alex pops that one up. Could be a chance here, but Calf will beat him on the defense. It's a good challenge there. Toe already looking to get back in the mix. Maybe looking for another goal for his team. Taking it slow. A really good 50. Could be followed here from Meaty Pig. Another 50. Alex with the shot.
Yeah.
And what a play from Anarchy. 50 of the 50. The player was waiting. This is just great from Anarchy.
Look how they positioned. Alex was waiting in that third man. He was ready for if the 50 doesn't go how they wanted, but at the same time, slowly slithering forward as he realized that it might be his turn next. And that's exactly what they were talking about. They just need to throw every man forward. They need to commit more in the attack, and they're getting their goals. But once again, dangerous after the kickoff. Continue and find themselves in the Anarchy box. This time it finds its way out. Could it get pushed straight back in? No, because of the miss. Calf hits it off the wall, and it's a race in the air. He gets his touch. Infield pass. Potter. I don't think he got the touch he wanted there. And, oh, it's just a fight on that left-hand side of the pitch. They're still going.
Just got to take the possession. This could just trickle in off the crossbar. Will it be finished? No, Sammy, he's there. He's away, already in the opposition's half. Calf, not able to find the shot. Meaty Pig with a good clear to the side here. Approaching halfway through. We see Anarchy in the lead, and they've held on probably the longest time we've seen now in this series. So this is a good bright side to see from Anarchy, but they've got to keep it going. Continuum doing a great job so far. Alex with the demo, takes control. Sammy, though, looking to keep this pressure and possession up. This could be a good redirect here from Alex, but no teammate will find a finish.
Yeah, absolutely. There's still an attack going here, though. Toe proved himself so important this game. It's been a game of complete 50s, to which I think Anarchy, it makes sense that they're the kind of team that likes that. They find themselves very defensive, battling a lot in the midfield. That's kind of their strong suit. That's where they matter most. Pig Just I say, that needs to get a good 50. That's quite a nice one. Makes them awkward. Goes for the bump. Maybe could have gone for the infield pass instead. Interesting decision making. And that attack dies. Toe and Alex both go up for the ball, but I don't think it's going to matter. They've got time to get behind the ball. Meaty Pig there. Ball off the backboard. Is there a chance? Potter's there. Here's the crossbar. And Kath reads it beautifully. He goal hands a little bit. He knows that there is a chance that Potter doesn't find the net. And actually, a really well-positioned shot.
Well positioned indeed. I mean, even for Potter, I'm pretty sure he pretty much pre-jumped it to an extent. And to get that touch, Kath, he didn't rotate too quickly. He was like, okay, the ball's coming down. I'm going to trust my teammates got at least an opportunity of a shot. Cleans that one up. And Continuum, well played from both sides, though, for their goal so far. Sammy looking for something. Alex, though, is going to take this one away. Gets over past one, up into Toe in the midfield. Toe looking for the charge off the crossbar. It doesn't go in, though. It was a great pass, a great shot. Meaty Pig, can he finish it? Yes, he does. Anarchy's play does come to some success.
Absolutely. I think Continuum, they're expecting more power in this shot here, but Meaty Pig, he knows the placement is much more important when you're in those kind of positions. You saw the defender in the middle of the goal, not usually the best place to be in, so he just has to put that in the corner, in the safe position. It doesn't matter how hard he hits it, as long as it's on target and away from the keeper. 3-2, and it's our closest game by far so far.
Sammy, a little bit of time in the defense. Gonna take this one bouncing off into the midfield. Potter does not find the shot. Toe just beats him by the inches of his toes. Zero boost in the tank. Kath, though, looking for something. Sammy trying to make up a pass here. Alex, though, he's on point reading that one. Meaty Pig. I'll be able to find a clear just yet. Potter blocked out by Alex. Alex maybe looking for a second touch here. Down. Could be followed here with the shot. With the defensive Continuum, they will read that perfectly.
Yeah, Anarchy are clearly feeling themselves. Alex getting a bit mechanical. And Toe just about cannot finish that ball. Wants to keep the attack alive, though. He hasn't given up. The ball finds its way in the centre, and it's Alex! 4-2. Is this the game they need to start a potential reverse sweep?
It is. For the fans of Anarchy, they're going to be cheering for right now. 17 seconds left. Alex takes them 2 goals ahead. Here it is. Continuum, though. They've been known to score pretty quick after a kickoff. And it's happened. How many
it's not
times?
Over. They could score another. They could score another. We could get overtime. How could we forget? How could we forget it's not over? These are the most dangerous parts of a match so far. Hold your breath, Buddha.
It's all down to the kickoff. Can they do it? Oh, a double commit, though. This could hurt them a little bit. Toe. Oh.
Toe gets one of his own. He silences them. He says, no momentum for Continuum. They're getting this started. They're getting this started, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a fight. This has been by far the closest game so far. Anarchy have just showed themselves as a different team. And if I'm looking at the 6 names on this pitch, I cannot pick a weak point. Here we go.
Now this is a series in play, and we're not seeing a sweep. Anarchy have responded. 7 shots in that game, scoring 5 of them. Toe picks up that opening goal with a banger, and that final goal, obviously it wasn't to win the game, but definitely secured it. A beautiful control from him. I mean, from the whole roster of Anarchy, this is what we needed and what we wanted to see from this side.
Look at this, Meaty Pig. He got his 4 saves and he told his 2 teammates, just push up the pitch. Just get some goals. And now we see that field domination looking a hell of a lot equal. Here, they just look a completely different team. I don't know what was happening that first 2. They were just completely stuck in their half. They were stuck in their goal. This time, they just put on the burners a little bit. And we saw their first win.
They got their first win. 2 more is needed if they want to advance that next game. But easier said than done. They've got game number 4 to worry about first. They have to continue that momentum and bring that one here for this game. Continuum looking to regain. They still had their pressure. They still had their good amount of shooting, but it just wasn't, the accuracy wasn't there. I was talking about earlier, their conversion rate of their shots was not decent enough. And if this is how Anarchy are playing, then they need to be converting that pressure into goals, because Anarchy, they are doing that successfully.
Yes, absolutely. Continue and want to stop the momentum. I just love saying that. It just feels nice to say. Here we go again. The kickoffs. So dangerous. And it's in the Anarchy half once again. But Meaty Pig has pretty decent control. Hits it high. Goes again. Just pushing this ball forward and forward, deeper into the half. Potter responds well, though. Looking to start an attack of his own. Are we going to see another end-to-end one?
Well, that question's been asked, but Cap is already opening it up. Continuing with the first one. Sammy gets it into Caf. He goes up for it. No one pretty much challenging him, and Caf just beats the defense. And we already see Continuum in the lead.
Yeah, Alex is put in that awkward position. As soon as that ball bounces off the backboard, you know there's going to be a shot on your net, and you know you've got that super awkward camera angle. You just have to jump, and there's a chance for a kick-off goal, but Toe gets just enough of a touch to stop that shot from going through. Alex takes a shot on net, keeps the pressure up, makes Caf use some of his boost. Meaty Pig with those 50-50s that we've seen him use every single game so far, even the ones they were losing. Potter, so active this series, using an Octane now. It finds its way into the centre. Alex, he wants that right-hand side. It's just wide. If he could have placed that, we would have an equaliser. Toe, and it's Sammy who stops it. Oh my gosh, look at the attack, look at the pressure. We're really watching a different game here.
Already seen 4 saves on the Continuum side, but it doesn't matter because Toe has said, you know what, I had enough of losing. It's time we equalise it. Meaty Pig, I lost my word. with a great demo to open that goal up for Toe.
And Toe has absolutely stepped up. Last game, this game, he said, fine, I'll do it myself. This offense belongs to me. And if we looked at the stats right now and blurred out the names, I would have thought it's Continuum on the blue side. Alex makes it 2-1. Anarchy go from 1-0 down to 2-1 up within seconds. It's their turn for a kickoff goal, or a soon after kickoff goal.
That's just great punishment from Anarchy. Caf gets that mistouch in the corner, and they're like, you know what, wait, what? We've got a free ball. They took it, took a pass, got the shot, and here we are, Anarchy 2-1 up. Meaty Pig off the backboard, challenged though by Sammy, will go wide. Could be an opportunity though for Potter. We'll get a 50 up into the midfield. Caf will be beaten by Toe. Sammy now with an opportunity. Could be going up for a double here, but Meaty Pig already up, but it will be get a touch by Sammy, but nothing on net. And now we see the attack from Continuum. Anarchy, they will clear that one away already, but Caf already looking to get back into it. It's just going to bounce too low for the read.
Yeah, Pig gets the miss there, but Alex cleans up for him. There are a few misses in defense there for Anarchy, but they've just got such good teamwork. They know how to position. There's always a man behind them ready for that mess up, which happens in every single tier. And that's a shot on target. Alex manages to clear it forward. That's going to be easy for Caf to clean up, though. Doesn't get the touch I think he wanted, and neither does Potter, who doesn't even get a touch at all. Toe hits it wide. The net looked open for a sec, but no one was there. Potter calls Caf off the ball, but it finds its way to Alex, who controls it well, flicks it over him. He's going alone. He wants to get a pass inside. Toe was there, but Potter had the block. So much pressure from Anarchy. Continuum have only had 1 shot.
Only 1 shot. I would say you're lying. They barely had anywhere close to that at the end of their games. That's just really showing how aggressive Anarchy have been. Alex with goal number 3. Continuum starting to fall apart. A great 1-2 there though. Alex follows it through, gets the read off the wall as well, and Sammy cannot just quite reach it.
I think the defenders had the right idea. Sammy on the back ball, didn't want to commit, let Potter go in front of him, but Potter just didn't get that touch he wanted, and then Sammy couldn't get the calculation on where that ball was going. A double commit here, quite dangerous. Soon after a kickoff, we've seen this story before, and Toe, he's back again. He's been absolutely clutch these past few games, and we're still going. Meaty Pig once again trying to farm a quick demo, doesn't manage to get one. Potter gets an attack of his own. Alex, Meaty Pig did jump for it, but like I said, he's so good at recovering himself. This entire Anarchy side so good at recovering themselves. Continuum Is the pressure on? Are they already thinking of the reverse sweep, not taking it one game at a time? Or has Anarchy just stepped up that much? Honestly, it feels like a bit of both, if you ask me.
Sure have stepped up, but still plenty of time for Continuum, but they do need to find that goal number 2 just to make things look bright for them. Meaty Pig, a little bit of time now to collect this ball. He's going to take it up over 1. It will be Sammy. Looking to get past Potter, will be challenged out. Sammy almost looking for a fail into his own net, but it will go to the corner. Calf already on the counter. This could be it for Continuum. Down into the midfield, but it will clear it away. Continuum still looking to fight for something.
Absolutely. Continuum know that if they score the kickoff goal to immediately equalise it is very possible. Just as I say, that means Pig wants to play it centre. Great save, Sammy. Starts an attack of his own. There's no one back. Can they get a shot on time? No one's there. Potter doesn't get the touch. He quite wants Calf. Wants the double touch, but Meaty Pig cleaned up that backboard. The reason they conceded last time was no one was ready there. Alex, he's been so good at these solo plays, getting people out the game. And there's your goal. He earns that.
Well deserved indeed. The control with the ball just off the floor. Gets it past 2. Gets it past Calf with very minimal boost. Alex has pretty much just cemented that game. And that was his hat trick in this game as well. Anarchy have just literally stepped up. And I think I just got to give props to the players. You know, normally in between games, you say things what needs working on. And instead of just hearing it, they've acted on it. But not then though.
But you're cursing them. You're cursing them. There is
It's not real.
A chance this game. There's still a chance. Continuum. They can punish any time. Meaty Pig played so well this series, but I believe he was the one to mess up there and cause them to concede. They need to just shake it up. Keep that confidence. They are still 4-2 up, and they're on the way to getting a potential reverse sweep. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm rubbing my hands together. I am so excited.
Gaff into Potter. Potter not going to find the shot. Could have been a great pass and play, but no boost. Toe blocked out by Sammy. Alex has to get the clear here. Blocked by Sammy again. Keeping the ball in play for the opposition's half for now, but Meaty Pig just going to clear that one away. Running the timer down. Sammy not going to find anything crucial. Calf clears this one away, but not enough time on the clock. So Pegasus, we're going to game 5, and there's the consolation goal. Just for a little bit of momentum, but fair play.
Yeah, they scored the last 2 goals. They're giving them that look just to say it is not over yet. And Buddha, have you seen the situation we're in? We're in the first series of play-ins, and it's either reverse sweep or reverse sweep denial. This is the most heartbreaking way you go out for either team. First rounded, it's play-ins, reverse sweep denial. Just insane. Just insane.
This is it. This one game of Rocket League will send a team out, and it could be amazing from one team with the reverse sweep, or it could be an upset, or just for Continuum, it could be, okay, we finally got it. It just took some time, but for Anarchy, they're just stepping it up. The first game they won, they had good pressure. I think roughly around 7 to 8 shots, something around there. Then this game, they hit that double-digit mark with 10. They're just getting more aggressive, more offensive. They look more comfortable. And if Continuum don't shut that down, this could be a bit shaky.
Listen, we were talking about those last 2 goals being consolation from Continuum, but honestly, I think that is exactly what you want leading into this game 5. Champions Field. They can argue they've got the momentum. Despite they didn't get that game win, they at least got those last 2 goals. But it is an honor to be on this stage with you right now. Let's head into game 5.
The honor is mutual. Game 5, here we go. The first series of the day for this round of rival play-ins. Here we go. Champions Field. Who will we see take that opening goal to release that pressure off the shoulders? Calf. Good 50 up. Potter now. Look for the opening goal of his own. Maybe look to drop down to Calf. But saved by Meaty Pig already. You can already expect Meaty Pig to almost get 3 saves a game guaranteed.
Absolutely, and that's an awkward shot off, but Alex does such a good job of it. Sets Meaty Pig up quite well to get a 50-50. Both players looking a little bit awkward there. Managed to clean it up fairly well, however. Toe plays it to the midfield. Who'll be the one to take it? Alex, he's quickly demoed afterwards. But there should be another Anarchy player forward. Who's going to be there? I think that was Meaty Pig. Potter clears it out immediately, end to end. No kickoff goal. We're in regular Rocket League. No more curses right now. And Alex is on the attack. And again, so much midfield presence. And Toe is just burst about ball. Alex wanted to redirect, gets itself denied by Potter. A Meaty Pig is caught off his line and immediately demoed. Calf gets a relatively open net. Is that nerves? Is this just poor positioning? Should he have just jumped earlier? If you're gonna position that high, go for the ball.
You're not wrong. If you're gonna put yourself far out, you've got to be challenging that ball. Cannot be giving away a shot like that, but Calf is opening it up for Continuum. Potter, what are you trying to give it back to Calf for goal number 2? Meaty Pig, good interception. Looking to follow through. Sammy, beat by Toe here. Trying to get this down into the box. Calf, keeping the ball up for now. Alex looking to beat Potter. It's a good challenge. No shot following through just yet. Toe keeping it up, but Sammy will take this one out and away with no double. For Anarchy, they're looking to get themselves back onto the offensive side of Rocket League.
Credit when credit's due. Oh no, that touchdown! Oh
No.
no! Get back in time! Meaty Pig, no! Oh my gosh! Saved by the post. That could have been fail of the week right there. And Toe, is he able to convert it on the counter? No, it's a save by Potter. Oh my gosh! Let me get my breath together. Buddha, can you take over for a sec?
There might be a chance that there might be some nerves coming through, but Potter with the clear out. A demo from Sammy. Calf, can he put it away? No! No shot will be found. Toe, a little bit of time. Gets past one. Takes control of the ball, looking for the flick. He's very crucial on those, but it will just go wide. Toe is very dangerous on the ball when he has control of it.
Absolutely. Toe, I want to give him so much credit. He's always the fastest man in the air. He's been getting the touches, I would say, about 80-90% of the time. Sometimes he's been too fast for his own good, but I think that is exactly what they need right now. They need that man who'll press forward, try and get as many shots on net as possible, and Bellman bounced off the crossbar. Is anyone there? No, it was one of those hits that goes too wide. It's too shallow. It doesn't find itself back into the middle. It's too hard to get a second touch on. Toe, once again, so fast in the air. Now that is a better touch. Gets itself into the middle, but the defense from Continuum has just been so good. They had that practice from those last 2 games where they were, dare I say, dominated, but they've come back with such a vengeance.
Bringing it back indeed, but 2 minutes still left to be played. They've got to keep it up for that extra long.
Miscommunication.
Woo. Toe, easy save. Sammy with a chance though. Alex, he gets back in time. The ball is pretty much too slow for that one to go through. Potter clears it away. Maybe out of hesitation, but looks for a shot of his own. Meaty Pig clearing this one away. Could go for the follow-up here. Opportunity. No demo will be found. Alex, though, up to the backboard. Will it be followed by a player? No. It will be cleared from Sammy and Continuum denying every possibility from Anarchy.
Yeah, and I can't lie. I think Anarchy got away with murder. There were maybe 1 or 2 open nets there, but just had too soft of shots to respond to them. Giving them way too much time. Toe wants a shot, but doesn't get that on target. They need to right now be proficient. They can't let the nerves get to them. Meaty Pig needs to have a mental reset. He's had 2 pretty huge mistakes so far this game, I think it is fair to say. And just as we're talking about composure, Toe takes a really nice first touch. Meaty Pig again. Keeps the ball close to him. Finds his way under the player. Can Toe get the touch? No, he cannot. Stein is a complete race to the ball, which Alex does win, but it puts it straight onto the wheels of Sammy, who wants a double touch, unable to get it. Just, once again, just battling. And there's a chance here to equalise, and it's Alex! Scored so many today. And these are the 2 that you expected forward. Toe and Alex capitalise.
It's not a game 5 without a potential overtime. 40 seconds left on the clock. Continuum have been known to score quite a lot from kickoff, so this is going to be scary for Anarchy fans. Alex, taking off the backboard, taking control of the ball. I like this. Meaty Pig, back to Alex. Could be finding a demo play here. What a save from Calf!
Credit where credit's due. They call him Roas Calf. That is an amazing defensive play. And just like say that, Toe's forward. Is the reverse sweep finish? Has he done it? Toe gets the touch of the wall and he follows it up himself. Bottom left corner, perfectly placed. Not like there was a goalkeeper ready to save it. 2-1. Is this a continuum? They need that kick-off luck that has been so good for them. And they've got the advantage here. It finds themselves in the Anarchy half. There's still a chance. Calf! And it's wide. Oh my gosh, Buddha. Is it over? Alex trying to get himself another goal. Makes it awkward for his own teammate. It's over. Reverse sweep. First round of the play-ins. Oh my gosh. I can't believe what we've just watched. Chats. Oh.
Reverse sweep. Successfully done by Anarchy. Continuum. Just 1 goal each game lost. That's all it took. That's so upsetting for Continuum. But for Anarchy, fair play. GG's, respect is earned by everyone in the chat. Reverse sweeping in such a precious and pressuring state. It's just applaudable at that point.
That was amazing. We just saw a completely different team, and I want to shout out chat for saying it's Tova. I can't help but agree. Toe played amazingly there and got his clutch goal to end off the game. He even got an assist in that final match. You could tell the nerves were there with a few mistakes, I think, from both sides, especially, I hate to call out my buddy, Namiti Pig had 2 absolute stinkers that were not capitalized on. This is only the beginning of the stream, Buddha. This is only the beginning of the stream.
That's just the first series of the day. If that's how the rest are going to go, then, well, everyone's in for a treat. But these are the stats from the series. As you can see, 42 shots on Continuum. They started the series with absolute pressure and domination, but Anarchy really bring it back. As you can tell from their saves, 27 of those 42 were saved. Bear in mind, 12 of them were scored. But ball possession, as you can see, that was mostly that midfield battle that we were seeing pretty much all series long.
He had 33 shots to Continuum's 42, and let me tell you, that was completely on catch-up. That makes it look a little more even than we thought it was going to be after those first 2 games. Was there a team talk? I just don't know what happened there. Did they just warm up? But I'm just lost for words.
I think either they just needed to really warm up and just be confident in themselves to actually hit the ball, or something was said between a player or maybe someone jumped in and it literally just switched a flip. But fair play to Anarchy for making that reverse sweep. It's very, very devastating for Continuum to obviously get reverse swept. It's tough to take. And obviously, you know, there's no lives here. It is play-ins. That is it for them, unfortunately. But it's just GG's, and everyone give their respect and, you know, for the efforts of Continuum. They put on a great show, and obviously, of course, for Anarchy as well. But they've still got another series to play, so you will see them again. But for Continuum, well played and GG's.
Okay, chat. Yes, I say switch to flip. I meant flip to switch. Anyway, just credit where credit's due. Yeah, Alex with MVP. Honestly, it could have gone for anyone on that team. Alex got a game where he had, I believe it was 2 or 3 goals. I can't remember off the top of my head. So prevalent in the attack. 16 shots, 8 goals, 8 saves even, which I didn't even take note of during the matches. He was exactly what they needed. And credit where credit's due to Toe as well, who once again filled those offensive holes that we had seen. And obviously, Meaty Pig defending all 3 of those games, except maybe that last one where he had a bit of a stinker. However, I want to give some credit here to Continuum. They got this far. They did make play-ins. They got 2 very, very good wins. Credit where credit's due. They put up such a fight.
Yeah, great fight indeed. Obviously, to put on a show for a Game 5, you can't ask for anything more, especially as viewers, as casters. Game 5 is just what you love to see. Obviously, as a player, well, you don't really want to go to Game 5 if you're on the losing side, of course. But either way, it was a great show from every player on the pitch. Be proud of yourselves from either side. Obviously, both teams played great. And obviously, we'll see Anarchy go up against Mystics in the next round, which will literally be just under 10 minutes. So obviously, we'll let the team recuperate, and they're probably maybe shaking a little bit after that game 5 because they did just complete a reverse sweep. But any final thoughts here, Sir Pegasus, before we go for a little break?
I can't believe that they have to play another series after this. I feel so sorry for them because they have just gone to war, I think is the simplest way to put it. Both our predictions are in the mud, but who could have predicted such an exciting game? But it's been an honor. Would you like to close us off?
I will do the honors. Thank you all for coming out to watch this series, but it's not over. We still got 2 more series tonight. The next one in 7 minutes will be Anarchy versus Mystics. Can they continue that momentum and maybe not reverse sweep, but go for a sweep? But until then, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. We'll be back very shortly.
One life like this. Let's live it up.
So fast, all tied up like a captive. I want you. Used to pay my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I know my patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. can see is we're drifting apart. I can't believe how it all turned dark. Bring me the light, 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 bring me the light. When the night is falling, I feel the darkness calling, like I'm afraid to love. No one can see me now. When the night is falling, I feel the darkness calling, like I'm afraid to love. No one can see me now. No one can see me now. Bring me the light. Storm meets the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Who you think you are? Who do you think you
Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to RSC EU. We are here for the rival play-ins round 2 between Mystics and Anarchy. Winner gets through to those playoffs on Saturday, rather, because this is rival. We've also got our other tier. So Saturday is the day. I'm Tom Dillon. Alongside me for this stream is Sir Winlot. And well, Winlot, we just saw a fantastic reverse sweep, and we're going into this game expecting to follow it up, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I would expect nothing less. Now, the reverse sweep is something that is a rare diamond, if you will. If people could pay for it every time, they would. It is the most exciting thing that happens in Rocket League, I swear. It is just a great moment to be a part of, and especially for the players. But we do move on, and so did they, I believe. They're playing games again, and this one is to see who can make these playoffs.
Indeed, and if you're just joining us, it was Anarchy who completed that reverse sweep only about 12 minutes ago. So actually they've got a fairly difficult run of it in terms of they've got to play back-to-back, which is never particularly easy in the sort of high-pressure situation that you get in this lower bracket. I believe we've got some stats and stuff for you up on the screen. You can see actually the bracket there. confirming that whoever goes through will join our other teams in going through to those playoffs. Stats, then, it is 4th versus 6th. So actually, Anarchy only scraping through into these play-ins, and well, actually, they've got a chance to go fairly decently far into them.
Yeah, they do, and you're going to have to believe everyone has a chance at this point with what the games have been doing, but it's more important as a player, as a competitor, to believe that you can with the understanding that you might not. It's that fear that can create you to play as the top tier player. But, I mean, going forward, these teams have been even. It's not like anyone's been absolutely dominant. So we're going to just have to find out who dominates today. They've got 5 matches to get 3 wins, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
Yes, and well, in terms of the two teams, Mystics probably looking the better of the two. There are only 6 wins separating these two teams in regard to the regular season, so actually over 72 games. That's not a great deal in terms of difference. Looking at the statistics then, and well, you know, stretching out to me is Alex, who played very well in that previous series from what I was able to see, sitting there with pretty decent statistics, coming in halfway through the season, 28 games, 36 goals to his name, and 44 saves. So incredible contribution there from him. No one really sticking out for Mystics, apart from perhaps Dexy, who seems to be very decent indeed. 66 goals from his 64 games, and well, 81 saves as well. There always seems to be one sort of gun player on each of these sides, on any side actually at this stage. I've noticed that seems to have just not carried them, but been amazing throughout the course of league play. Win a lot.
Yeah, and you want to look out for the man Evelios, because 72 games played, wearing the armband, 110 saves. I think personally, that if you have experience, you can handle the high pressure situations just that micro minute better than the other players. I think sometimes it's easier for you. You've been in the situation, you feel like you belong, and it's absolutely going to be a person to watch, I think. But I mean, we're getting close to game time here.
Oh, I think we can tell the teams to join up, Winlot. I don't think there's anything else for us to discuss apart from perhaps our predictions for this game. I mean, I'm going to go here and I'm going to be bold and I'm going to predict a sweep for Mystics. I don't know what you'd say. The players are in the lobby. We're ready to go for game 1. We can talk about your predictions whilst we're in game. Winlot. I'm going sweep Mystics here.
3-2, we're going game 5, but let's take a look at the opening. Evelios is up, he gets the double. No, he doesn't. That was an almost amazing introduction into this series here, Tom. That was close.
It was, and downfield, Hunter Sam goes. Evelios is going to give chase. It's cleared away here by Alex. Now Dexy's going forward and not quite able to turn the ball home. Here goes Hunter Sam off the corner, looking to build a bit of pressure. Evelios. Well, Alex is going to clear it away off of the hands of Evelios. Now it pops up nicely. Toe takes a shot, and Anarchy picking up where they left off just 12 minutes or so ago. And they lead this series. Well, this game, rather.
Is it fair to say that sometimes coming from an intense game could make you worse, but it could also make you better?
Yes, maybe. Maybe it could make you better, because they'll be peaking mentally right now.
The ultimate warm-up, if you will. Anarchy's gonna have to find another gear here, though. I think if they're gonna be able to hang on, Mystic isn't gonna be done yet, and they're very good at figuring out their teams that they play against. You know what I mean? They're very good at that. As Dexy gets a great 50, a great read there, and a good fake by Meaty Pig. He'll say it was one. And they go back the other way, though. Mystic's up, Evelios is up, and here they come. First chance on that, it's going to be a save. Alex saves it. Your man Alex saves it from the top ropes. He denies. That was close as they've come so far there. That was good stuff.
As forward goes Dexy over the top. Meaty Pig is going to get back for it and clear it away. Alex takes it off for him in the end. Now down the left-hand side they go. Bit of a tag team here down the left-hand side. Evelios pops it up nicely. He gets demoed. Toe takes a shot. It falls nicely into the centre, but cleared away by Hunter Sam, who is a very experienced player at this level onto Sam. Ivelios is going to go forward. A demo on Ivelios will take pace out the attack, cleared away eventually by Alex. What can Toe do here off the left-hand side? Trying to find a teammate. It's a demo from Dexy, and that should just stop that attack for the time being.
Yeah, they just seem to be relentless right now. They just keep getting the ball. They're getting great double touches off the sidewall to make it really hard to know when to challenge. So once they figure that out, they'll be a little bit maybe better going out of their end. But for now, they defend, and they defend with their lives as Hunter Sam is starting to play a really well-rounded game. Avelios gets a great touch in the corner for a teammate, leaves it. The boost arrives for him. He's going to get it over the top of Alex. No, Alex keeps in. Here comes Toe. It's going to be up ball. And it's a redirect out from Hunter Sam, but the damage is still in here. They cannot get out of their end, can they?
Absolutely not. Still going here. Another shot. Won't quite fall in. Hunter Sam, though. A lot of space to work with. Open net to aim at. If he can get there first, he gets over 1, over 2, and eventually Dexy sneaks it in. And finally, Mystics get themselves back into this game. Hunter Sam doing all the work, and Dexy just having to hammer it home.
There were Christmas trees in chat to help Dexy, and right on cue, he puts one in the back of the net. But let's not forget about the amazing play of that bump first, and great defensive one-on-one there from Meaty Pig. That was exactly what they needed in that scenario. Here comes the reset. He gets it. No, he fakes it. Oh, what a save by Dexy! I can't believe he read that play. What was he doing? He has no business making that save. I cannot believe it, but the danger's not averted yet. Here they come. It's straight down awkwardly. Tom, that was an amazing. He just had to hold his guts there. Oh my God, a mistake. Tom, I want you in here. Just bring me through what you see on these last 10 seconds.
Well, Hunter Sam's cleared away. Avelios has said thank you very much, and Toe's just been caught not on his toes there. He's really going to be frustrated with that. It should be a save from at least one of these guys, I think, on that one. Trying to get it back underway, though, here, and seeing what they can do in order to sort of save a little bit from this game. Try and not take this series deep, which I'm sure Anarchy will be quite experienced with. This shot comes in from Dexy, cleared away by Toe, out to the right-hand side. He goes forward now. There is a man there. It's Mystics, but Miss Meaty Pig, sorry, I'm going mad. He tries to go downfield now. Oh, Hunter Sam's made a bit of a mistake. Avelios gets back, though.
Well, we do look like the pace is actually just livened up here. A couple of demos for their troubles as well. He tries to get out of the middle. Hunter Sam's there waiting, and Alex is there waiting as well at the net. Good read from both of them. And it's starting to feel like Mystic is taking over. They are starting to play really smart counter-attacking Rocket League. It's very difficult to play against. You feel like you have pressure, but really you don't. They're just waiting and biding their time to counter-attack you into an open goal. Let's not forget there are a couple of decent saves away from it being 2-2, and Meaty Pig makes it 2-2. Chad is absolutely on point right now with who they're trying to help out. Can't believe it, actually. I'm rather impressed, Tom. But we have a 2-2 game with a minute left.
I didn't think this would actually be a contest, to be honest with you. I thought Mystics would find a way to walk away with this, given their favourable position coming into these play-ins. But here they are. Dexy takes a shot. It might fall to Hunter Sam. It's a good bit of work from Alex to clear it away. Avelios out to the right-hand side of the corner it goes. Dexy is back, but Meaty Pig gets there. And it's a slight mistake. Dawdling in possession. Mystics and Meaty Pig is able to slam it home.
Chat, every time they type, spam this thing to help out Big, he scores a goal. Sir Pegasus, part of the inner circle, as we've made it. We're going to make it a thing. You can ask him, the inner circle. We have a 3-2 game with 30 seconds left, and the tide is completely turned, mostly because of Pig. He just took over this game in the last 30 seconds. Does this game have more drama to offer, though, Tom? Do you feel like they're going to hold on, or do you think they can bring one back?
Well, let's wait and see, because they've got a bit of an attack now. Have this Anarchy side who go left-hand side. Alex looks to get it over the top. Ivelios keeps his team in this game. Meaty Pig looks to do what he can. 10 seconds to go already. Toe is challenging Hunter Sam. Toe might tap it past him. He won't. Hunter Sam with a very, very fine save. Ivelios, last roll of the dice as they go downfield. It's all in vain. Anarchy gets the win, and well, they've had to fight hard for that one. It took them 2 games to get it into the previous series. Well, it has only taken them 1 to get into the lead here, and Meaty Pig straight out of the lobby. Win a lot.
well, sometimes you need to reset. It doesn't feel like he's one of the players that would have needed it. He was playing so well near the end there. Maybe a change of car, maybe a change of heart. Maybe he's just completely gotten cold feet and he's never going to be back. Maybe he's just left his team at the altar. I feel like he's not that sort of player. I feel like he's going to be back in here no matter what. However, going forward here, Anarchy take the first game, and they looked good. There was a couple of plays that, maybe they were a bit struggling, but for the most part, they seemed to have really good pressure. They took advantage of their chances, and this is even with an error from them. So, I mean, they very well might win this series.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Anarchy did look much the better team in that previous one, and I can see them sort of holding on to that. I could see it.
I know. I'm scared to say it too, buddy. Tom, I'm scared to say it, but if they play like that again, I don't know if they'll be beat.
Well, yes, exactly. As we get into game 2, we'll see if they can hold on to this momentum.
The countdown's on. My favorite map. It is a beautiful map, Tom. Whoever designed it, kudos to you. But here they go. The colors can change the way you play. I swear to goodness. They do get it up and down. And our first stalemate in the middle happens this game. Here comes Meaty Pig. A great read off of that. And they pitch it back the other way. 2 great plays. Here comes Hunter Sam. He gets it off the wall. The backboard. Dex is going to be down. He doesn't get enough power on it, and Alex clears the danger. That was almost an amazing pinch to off the sidewall play there. That would have been really something special. Here comes Toe. Anarchy take a good possession into the corner here. They're not playing too fast. They're smart time after the demo to do so. Oh, a fake? We'll say it was. Try to get over to Alex. Dexy takes over. Velios says it up off the back wall. Meaty Pig's got to take a save. He does. Tom, there is one thing that's happening this game already that I've found, and there's a couple more whiffs. Do you think nerves are starting to play a factor?
I don't think at this stage in a series, particularly in this sort of series, I mean, obviously there's a lot to play for, but I think in terms of this series, these players will be relatively calm at this stage. However, I think maybe just the pace of play, struggling to adjust to it. It's very scrappy at the moment, and Anarchy are finding themselves with their backs against the wall. So maybe they're starting to think, actually, we've got this fantastic position. How are we going to hold on to it? This is a little bit of an overcommit, and Dextrover is going to go and try go down this right-hand side. Has he changed his name in the space of a game, or have they got a substitute? And I'm a little bit confused as to what's happened there.
But I don't know if he did. I don't remember seeing a Dextrova thing either. We might be living in the Matrix for real, but they have a good chance here. It's anyone's ball on the goal line. It just bounces through. Odd to not have someone committing in threes there, but it does. It just bounces all the way through, and they live to fight another day as it's still 0-0 at the 3-minute mark. And maybe Dex did change his name. I'm looking back at the screen right now. I don't know how you could do that, Tom, but he did.
Leave the lobby and he's changed his name, but I'm baffled. I am baffled. It's like a fever dream, Mick. Anyway, going forward again, I'm not with it today. Here goes Alex clearing it away, left-hand side, although I never really am. This is another whiff, and Hunter Sam has to get back to it. He does. And,
here he goes.
Oh, he does go. And a chance for Hunter Sam. Hunter Sam takes a shot. Alex with a good save. Velios will look to follow up. Toe's there. Toe can't get there. Velios puts his team into the lead. They've had 4 shots. It's taken them 4 to get a goal onto the board. And to be honest with you, Velios was just in prime position to play that ball.
Yeah, Vel looked really good there. The captain showing up right when they need him to most, and that's what a good captain does. Captain, my captain. And he's definitely somebody you want to look out for today. I'm glad he got on the board. It's going to be great for his confidence going forward in this series. And this pace has found another notch somehow. They're flying faster, they're driving faster, they're collecting boosts. You can see them battling for inches of space out there. It really is a game of millimeters as they get forward to the net here. Smart play by Meaty Pig to back off there. He was in big trouble if he did it. It's those little plays that can win you a championship, Tom, and I really appreciate his calmness there on the ball. It might even turn into a goal for them.
Dex, he'll take it forward. He's looping through the air. Alex clears it away. Hunter Sam with a very awkward touch, and that'll give Toe an opportunity. Velios recovering very well indeed. Here goes Meaty Pig then. What can he do? Goes central. Dextrover can't get there. He's chasing it back and eventually gets demoed. This gives Alex all the room in the world to work with off the ceiling. He goes. Velios clears it away. Back round to it. It's Toe. golden opportunity over Dextra, but
Oh,
it's almost
it's
saved.
in.
It's followed in. And Anarchy have got themselves back into this game.
Wow, look at this. He just can't get it back, but you know what? Toe actually catches the sidewall of the post to push that down and in a bit faster. If he doesn't do that, I don't know if it stays in. I think he's recovering in time to clear that off the goal line. Absolutely amazing season.
Oh,
They get a kickoff goal, Tom. Oh my goodness is right. Tom, what happens here? Oh,
Cheated, just that little. We see this so often. I've seen this so often in these series.
yeah, you want to rank up, cheat on kickoff, Tom. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you, Winlock. But you, just those players that go for that cheat a little bit later. Some people jump the gun. You go a little bit later. Sometimes it gives you that favourable position, and I think that's exactly what happened there. Here goes Meaty Pig taking it away out the right-hand side. Toe gets a touch forward. Dextra is going to put it central, but there's no teammate there to follow it up, and it is Anarchy who have the advantage and will take themselves onto double match point with a victory in this second game. Meaty Pig has got a lot of work to do in the corner. He gets it, and Alex takes a shot. It will fall down to Toe, who is unable to follow through at a difficult angle. He still has the ball, though, goes over the top of one. We've seen that as well from Toe. Winlock doing very well in getting that ball over defenders.
So well. I think it's a really important thing to say there, Tom. He's been so automatic. Oh, there's a mistake again from Anarchy. If they're going to get punished this time, they don't. That is a good save by Meaty Pig to get back in time. And now they go back the other way on the counterattack. Alex gets it up and over to Toe. No, Alex intercepts on his own pass by accident. I don't think he really saw Toe coming, but that could have been a play of the ages right there. Almost absolute heartbreak. Misses the demo on Alex. That would have been a goal for sure, too. 25 seconds left, and they've got to find something here, or Mystic is going to be looking down the barrel of elimination. It's up. It's over, and here comes Hunter. 15 seconds left. He misses in the corner as well. They need to get the ball. Oh, Toe's doing so well with that, Tom. 10 seconds left, Tom. Can they do it?
Dropping down onto Sam, plays it to Avelios. Same situation we're in last game, but Meaty Pig might just put it to bed here. It's going to fall. It's going to fall for Anarchy. Surely Hunter Sam. One last chance for the buzzer beater off the backboard. Has to fall for someone. He can't keep it up. He can, but he's not quite able to keep it up in such a position. And Anarchy take themselves onto match point.
Well, I mean, if I had seen the first game first, our predictions would have been a lot more on the ball. But with how much Anarchy's on the ball right now, they're not giving Mystics any room to play out there.
No, Anarchy have turned up, haven't they? And they've played really, really well. I thought Mystics had come out, and I thought Mystics would make this look relatively easy. I think, you know, you look at their roster, how experienced they are. Avelios, Hunter, Sam. I mean, not to take anything away from Dexy, who's also clearly a fantastic player, but Avelios and Hunter, Sam, names that I've seen in the latter stages of playoffs plenty times before. And you see this Anarchy roster, and they've just come up, and they must be peaking mentally. I think it's a case of that last series has had the opposite effect of what we thought on them. They haven't tired at all. In fact, they're just on cloud 9.
Yeah, I think they've found a sweet spot, and they've just kind of, their bodies and their minds are now at that level. It takes a bit to get there. Once you're there for a while. You win a lot of ranked games, and then once you start losing, you should turn off your ranked games. But right now, they're in the flow state, and they're playing so good. I gotta say, I hope the halftime talk was good. There was no timeout taken. I don't know if that's a mistake, Tom.
I don't know. I didn't see them take a timeout anyway. So we are playing, and well, maybe they just feel like they've got a rhythm. And they don't really want to have to try all of that again. Here goes Dexy, though, takes a shot. He'll be saved by Tote. That's a fantastic save at a crucial early stage in this game. Ball pops up central. Toe is going to get to it. Right-hand side. He goes. Dextra clears it away, though Alex is there to sort of keep the attack alive for this Anarchy side, who now goes off the corner with Meaty Pig. Hunter Sam gets there. There's a demo on Ivelios. That'll give Alex a bit of chance, but cleared away again by one of the defenders. Dextra now going forward over the top of one into Hunter Sam. Gets a demo, and it's Alex who sweeps away.
Yeah, pretty close there. They've been very demo heavy this game. I hope that was in the scouting report, because they're going to get conceded over here. Oh, what a save by Dex to stay up. He was jumped a little early and then waited for his second jump there just in the nick of time. He was probably going to run out of that second jump any second there. Great save, and we're still knotted at 0-0. Like most of the games have been, it's been very tight. It's been very decisive. It seems one mistake or one error is really separating these teams. But right now, Mystic, the guys in blue here for us, are going to have to absolutely get on the board first, I think. I think that's going to be really important, Tom. They can't go down in Game 3 while down 2 games.
Absolutely that, and that momentum would just swing away from them once again, even more so. For clarification, by the way, Mystic's in white on the Twitch stream. Backy's mod. It's all very confusing, but it makes for a very nice viewing experience, I have to say.
It's beautiful.
As Toe will misclear this one. Dextra has a chance. It's going to drop down. Alex isn't able to get there. Hunter Sam's there, and it's a fantastic recovery. I think that was Meaty Pig, you know. It was. With the rainbow wheels, Alex goes down the other end. Can he put insult to injury? It falls down into the centre. Pig gets there to make it a fantastic double. Velios clears it away. And there's no reward for such a fantastic... Oh, here takes a shot. A good save himself. I thought maybe.
Maybe.
Train of thought would be curtailed there.
Well, it was just a bit of a moment of brilliance, but he didn't have enough, obviously, speed on the hit there, but it did come off very nicely. That would have been something special. Oh, no, a mistake here. Could they capitalize? They have to capitalize on these errors, and they miss again. Oh, you got to feel for them right now. They've had their chances to be ahead this game. They just are missing the final touch.
Togo's right-hand side. Dexy's there, though. Now Arvelios has a shot. It's a very tight Game 3. If you're just joining us, of course, it is Mystics who have dropped the first 2 games, so Anarchy with a fantastic chance to cause a bit of an upset here. Meaty Pig goes forward. Alex is going to get there. Has Hunter Sam to beat. Hunter Sam is a little bit awkward in possession. That gives Alex a chance, but there's another player backing him up. And Toe does very well to stop the counter-attack on this occasion, though Ivelios goes forward. He's got Alex to beat. Alex sweeps again. Still cagey, no team wanting to give any opportunity to the other. This time a shot comes in from Toe. Alex plays it nicely for a teammate, but again, defenders there to clear it away. Surely someone has to find the breakthrough soon, Winlock.
Well, going into this last game, potentially 0-0 into overtime would be a caster's and viewer's dream. But for the players, I don't know. That's a lot of pressure, and hopefully they can handle it. These guys are pros. They know what they're doing in there. They can handle these emotions. But I don't know if we can, Tom. That's going to be the issue.
Left-hand side it goes, where Ivelios will try and clear it away. He does. Dexy's there. Dexy can't get there, and Toe gains possession of the ball with a minute to go. 0-0 still in this game. Now it drops off of the goal crossbar, and a Toe gets there. It's Alex who did the save. Toe just swept it away. And that is maybe a moment in this game. Now he goes forward to try and get a goal up the other end. We go to a minute to go. Still, though, just a little bit awkward in possession in that final third. And really just not quite able to find anything. Shot comes in from Hunter Sam, cleared away off the backboard by Alex, who goes right-hand side now. Dexy to beat, gets the beating of him. Hunter Sam gets back quickly, misses the ball though. Here goes Alex still, pops it up for a teammate. Toe can't get there.
Oh, and another chance at the other end right away there, Tom. It's back-to-back. Chance in! Dex breaks the deadlock for Mystics, and they are not done yet. It feels like if they can just get out of this game, they have so much opportunity. They have so much opportunity for the reverse sweep, and would be absolutely painful to watch Anarchy get reverse swept after reverse sweeping, wouldn't it?
It's slightly funny, even ironic.
A little bit. A little bit. You have such dark humor.
It goes Meaty Big. Alex will clear it away off of his own byline, and now Dextra goes forward to make it 2, and he does. And he sends us to a Game 4, almost certainly now. Just so often you see that 0-0 gets broken, and then the floodgates open, and Dexy makes it a quick 2. And that's such an important second for a team who now are staying alive in the competition.
They are definitely staying alive. They are doing more than that right now. They are prospering. And if this is a sign of things to come, they might have woken the beast as Mystics start to mount the comeback. And it actually looks like Anarchy definitely struggled this game. They didn't have the pace they had before. They fell out of that flow state. They're going to find themselves back into that before it's too late.
Well, flow state's so important. I mean, we were actually talking in the green room. Actually, if you noticed any jokes from Win a lot, my rank came up, and the point was about RLCS coaches and how some of them are rubbish basically at the game, and what we were saying was that you've got these coaches who are basically talking about mentals, and mentals is such a huge part of the game. And if Anarchy dip here, and all of a sudden they don't find them, they find themselves in a game 5 situation, and then it's all to play for. It's all to play for. You think game 5, well, surely the pressure's on the team that's done the reverse sweeping, but it might not be. Anarchy could find themselves dipping.
They might, and just for the record, I was not making fun of Tom's rank, if that's what it sounded like. I was telling him that he's way too pretty to be a platinum player. And what I'm looking at here, guys, and what I agree with Tom, is you have to get back into this mental dominating state. You have to put your foot on the throat, and you have to make sure there's no game 5 here. You do not want Mystics in a game 5 with all that momentum. You don't want it. But on the other end, Mystics have got to still play free. They can't play afraid. So it's going to be David meets a Goliath here, and I cannot wait for this one.
And we're underway. It's Beckwith Park. It's, well, actually turning into a bit of a, well, it always was, that game 4 arena where always interesting games happen, and game 4 tends to be a pretty competitive one if we get there. Meaty Pig goes over the top. Dexy's there. Meaty Pig stops it, but Ivelios now has a chance. There's a demo on the line. If Ivelios was on target, it might have been fantastic. Wow. He doesn't need to be on target because Dexy's there. Poacher's goal.
Absolute poacher's goal, but they all look the same on the score sheet, don't they, Tom? And he'll have nothing to say about it. He'll have nothing to show about it. He's just going back to business here. Here come Mystic.
Well, 2 reverse sweeps in a row would be certainly an interesting thing on the stream, and that is not how you handle possession from Meaty Pig, who just dribbles it carelessly across his own goal. Toe will take it away. He's got a bit of height on his dribble across his own goals, which doesn't really matter for him. Toe now goes into the centre, a bit too much weight on the ball to the far post where Alex arrives and Avelios saves.
It's a good save indeed here, as Anarchy are starting to look a bit faster for the first time in 2 games here. They are starting to speed up a little bit, and here they come on an attack. Oh, he hits a lot of power on that ball, but just can't put it on net. Great hit, though. Great pass. As Dex is starting to have a series of his life, he's starting to clear the ball and score the ball for his team. He has really been everywhere.
Velios now goes into the centre, cleared away by Toe, who goes downfield. Hunter Sam is there. Hunter Sam misses, and Dexy has to pick up the pieces of that slight miscalculation. Now across field goes Alex. Toe is going to try and get round to it. Hunter Sam to beat. He gets the beating of him. Alex with a golden opportunity. Avelios with the save. Meaty Pig trying to keep it alive. Gets past 2 defenders. Looks to get past the third. Toe. Another golden opportunity, and he can't quite find the net. Dexy will take it away. Looks for a reset. Alex is there and equal to it on this occasion. And now Avelios going forward. Still end-to-end, still awkward stuff. Avelios trying to do something out of this corner. Toe puts it into the centre. A chance now for Meaty Pig, but he's totally double committed. Toe takes a shot regardless, goes off the near post and cleared away. Oh no, Alex takes a shot, never mind.
But it's right to the secondary defender. Well, to be fair, it was cleared. Alex just turned. He noticed the clear wasn't great, and he just turned and he couldn't put that home. That might come back to haunt them. I feel like he's got to score that. If he is listening, I apologize, but he knows too. As they go down the other end, they are going to be absolutely pressured in this last 2 minutes of play. The question is, who breaks first, Tom? Who breaks first? As Toe is starting to get back involved in this game now. He was a little bit quiet going in these last 2, but it's a great pass in the middle. Oh, what a save by none other than Dex, Tom. Dex does it again. He's absolutely becoming MVP. Now it's in. Toe scores. It's 1-1.
Finally, the breakthrough for Anarchy after 2 games now, well, a game and a half of not being able to find the score sheet. They put themselves back with the momentum of this series. There were 2 minutes and 19 to try and find a winner. I start to think that maybe they are, maybe not with this cheat, as Hunter Sam tries to get the beating of Toe. Let me take a breath before I commit to what I was about to say. Now I will, because the ball is cleared away. maybe momentum back with Anarchy here, and I think they'll fancy their chances with 2 minutes to go in a lot.
I think so too, and this is a large stadium, and the wave has started around the city. I wonder if the chat's going to join in on the wave for the last little bit of action here, because 100%, it's do or die. Toad's got to make a save. It's off the top right of the crossbar. Pandemonium on the goal line. Oh, Toad does calm and collected, just not like myself there. Clears it nicely, takes the low 50. What a calm play by Toe as we clear it cleared. And I have to say, it is becoming more and more evident that this Anarchy team is a team to be messed with here. As they get scored on, that's my fault, Tom. That's my fault as they get scored on. But they are still looking fast, and Evelios with a great side flick there. Really well done.
Well, I just don't know why there was no one on the line, to be honest with you. Anarchy are their own worst enemies at the moment. Somebody even say that they're playing without rules here, breaking their own rules.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, as
Brilliantly done.
Toe tries to get round to one, dribbles it into the centre. That's careless as well. And Meaty Pig is able to save it, but will probably be a bit annoyed at his teammate that he's been forced to do that work. Here goes Alex to try and redeem himself. Into the centre it goes. Toe can't quite get to it. And well, now Meaty Pig tries to put it into the centre. He does. Hunter Sam gets the save out to his right-hand side. A minute to go. It is now do or die for Anarchy, who will have that 5th game if indeed it is required to try and wrap up this series, but they won't have wanted to get there after going 2-0 up in the series, quite frankly. Meaty Pig takes a shot. Alex is there to save it, which is a bit counterintuitive considering he is the attacker in that situation. Now he goes forward himself, trying to create something here. Looks to get the beating of Ivelios, who gets it past him. Toe's there in support, and now a golden chance for Toe into surely Meaty Pig to take a shot, and it's there for Ivelios. Oh, will it sneak in? It will. It's Toe who follows it up.
Oh my God, Tom! What did we just witness? That was insanity.
And his spotter saved him as well, which is
Oh,
a
goodness.
little bit more disrespect than I'd personally take, but
Agreed.
that is. Oh dear, the scream was beautiful. Here's a shot now to try and wrap this up for Anarchy and wrap up the series as well with a tail up. Cleared away by Ivelios. Now Meaty Pig keeps it alive. 10 seconds to go in this game. Alex off the right-hand side. There's a demo. That's a really good demo from Meaty Pig, but Ivelios will clear it away. Now is there an overcommit here? Meaty Pig clears it away once more. He's doing his, earning his pennies for this team who still have a chance. We go to overtime.
Overtime! And they're off, Tom.
Now a real chance for Anarchy, who have a goal a ball that goes on net and just loops into the crossbar. Win a lot.
Yeah, both sides.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, we have to take a second look at this. Look at this, Tom. They come together and they say, "Come together right now." In the top corner. Holy goodness. Oh my goodness. Game 5.
Yes, and there you go. Chance for reverse sweep as well now from Mystics, and passion from Sir Winalot, and it's hilarious because Hunter Sam has admitted that he has no right to score that. Alex has said there's no way you meant that, and he goes, "No, I didn't." So they've admitted that it's a complete look.
It's common when you see another person going for the ball, you open up your car so that the pinch has to go out, and you're like, if we're gonna accidentally double commit, we'll pinch out together. For it to go into the top right corner by a millimeter, if that part is lucky, but you gotta have the instincts to do everything else for it to even happen, Tom. You gotta be good to be lucky, and lucky to be good. And I know I get a little emotional in these Rocket League games. I'm probably the most competitive person you'll ever meet. I see all the trophies behind you, Tom. I'd melt those down and make one big trophy if I was you. You know what I mean? Like a bigger one. I think you need a bigger one in your trophy to be a little bit more brag-worthy. One big trophy. Say it's a national trophy or something. You know what I mean, Tom?
Yes. Well, yes. Well, I'm trying to think of a comment to that statement. But
I'm just excited for Game 5, Tom. I love competition, and I love that these guys are out here. Why don't you bring us into Game 5, and let's see what we can find on Champions Field with 393,000 people in attendance today.
Well, let's get underway. The reverse sweepers, as Buddha says, getting reverse swept at the moment and having to save face, if at all possible, in this game 5 where it's all to play for. Meaty Pig and a new car. That's not how I, as a captain, would want to see my player respond, to go into a meme car. But anyway, now a shot comes in from Alex, cleared away by Dextra out to the right-hand side. Meaty Pig tries to get there. He does get there, but it's Avelios with the pace. Now into the centre from Dextra. Keeps it alive, but now downfield it goes. Toe is there. Toe should score. Toe will score. An Anarchy strike first. Maybe all a little bit pointless going to this game 5. Had it in hand anyway. Here for the entertainment, they're saying.
Well, brilliantly done there by Toe, and he's starting to become quickly one of my favorite players. It's hard to deny him, and he gets what he wants out there. It's a good player to have on the field with you, as Meaty Pig obviously wins that 50 with the car he's using. He's Metal Mario out there, Tom, it looks like.
Yeah, well, very popular one on Mario Kart. Alex is making himself very popular amongst Anarchy. You go 2-0 up. That is a fantastic double touch. He went up for that and just dived through the defenders. And again, it's a different Anarchy. It's unbelievable. After Mystics have dominated the last 2 games, Anarchy come back and say, you know what, just like we were in game 1 and game 2.
Yeah, they've just become clinical in front of net there. Like 2 really unsavable plays. They've been so fast getting to the ball, huge demos, great backboard defense. This is what we were missing from game 3 and 4. But we've got it back now, Tom, and they are looking to stop the reverse sweep, which is almost just as heartbreaking as getting reverse swept. So we're going to find out what they do. What a great play by Alex. If this goes in, I will... Oh, that was close. Have we scratched another chance, Tom? Oh my goodness, who are these Anarchy guys? This isn't even the same team we were just watching, Al. Hey, Tom, this is becoming a little bit too excited for me, but these guys are on a different level right now.
Avelios has got a chance. It falls into a teammate. Dextra takes a shot, and Toe with a very important save in the context of their season. 3 minutes and 30 to go. Alex is now in the centre. He can't find the net on this occasion because it's just an awkward angle for him. The ball booms back downfield for Meaty Pig to clear away, which he does. Bit of work to do with Dextra. A 50-50 is falling in the favour of the Anarchy player. Now another 50-50 that Hunter Sam is able to win. Falls out to Dextra, right-hand side, takes a shot, and Alex again with a flashing save out to the right-hand side. He'll be happy with that one. It's giving his team a right old chance at wrapping up this series, a 2-goal lead. I mean, they shouldn't give this up in the next 3 minutes, but you know, let's not speak too soon.
Yeah, I love what you're doing there, but he should be happy with that save, Alex. Just wanted to mention it. A great save from Alex there. He timed that perfectly as Meaty Pig fakes and gets the ball over to his corner, flicks, and then a huge demo on him. And someone has to follow up. Alex does, of course. None other than Alex. He's having a great game 5. It's really brought out the best in him. And here they come. Meaty Pig has to cut that off. He does. Hunter Sam's going to get on it. Toe doesn't get bumped. He was close to being bumped. That would have caused issues. But then Avelios wins the next ball. Here comes Hunter Sam on net. Meaty Pig's going to make a save. He does. It's got to be put in. Oh, what a great bump by Avelios. What a great connecting play. Oh, my goodness. Do we see what we see? But do we feel what they feel? I don't know. That's just a great play. Look at Avelios get out of the way. Tom, that was brilliant.
Very alert bump, and well, that gives Mystics a lifeline in this game, a lifeline for the most unlikely of reverse sweeps given the circumstances. Now Dextra has to get back to one, and he keeps this alive still by not spilling that ball into a dangerous position, but he keeps it alive in his new car. He can't quite get there, sorry, Alex can't, and out to the right-hand side it goes, where Toe will keep it alive, keep it in opposing quarters. Now, can he go central? There isn't a teammate arriving just yet. He has to delay for a while, and Dexy takes it off of him. Hunter Sam, left-hand side, cleared back downfield by one of the Anarchy defenders, Avelios. Lots of time on the ball to go forward. Good challenge by Toe, and back downfield they go. Here he goes, looking for a redirect. It's an awkward angle, falls to Big, and he gets it. And the 2-goal lead is restored. And with a minute and 44 to go in lot, again, that should be the game.
Yeah, Hunter Sam's not going to be pleased with himself there. Maybe a little slam of the keyboard or a slam of the controller. You gotta feel for him there. He wanted to be better on that one, but you're right. 3-1 with a minute 40 seconds left. Surely they hang on now with the way they're playing. What a save.
Running cue of the little announcer at the stadium there as well. Alex just over the top of Dextra. Is now a shot from Meaty Pig, who is just saved, keeping the intensity. Anarchy at the moment. Now a shot comes in from Toe. Off the backboard it goes, and not quite able to make it 3. And surely make it their game. Dextrover saves this one, spills it out though. Alex is there off the backboard. He goes. Tonar takes a shot and Dextrover saves again. It's little things at the moment that are keeping them in this series, keeping them in this game, keeping them in the championship, but it's not quite enough. Need a goal very, very quickly.
Yeah, they are hardly hanging on here, but if they do get one, they'll have some great momentum as they almost go. Oh, what a save! That had the post written all over it, probably back in. Here comes Filios with another save. He gets a bump. This got to be in. Saved by Baby Pig. That is absolutely insane. How did he save that? How did he recover and get back on top of the ball? That is a top drawer save there, Tom.
Top draw save. Amiti Pig might make it better here. Extra. He's been saving like a madman in this game on that goal line. Alex will go forward into the centre. It's too little too late though. 25 seconds to go. You need a goal now and then you need to hope for a miracle. So the goal's the easy part. Here goes Dextra, goes forward. Avelios has a chance for a shot. He won't find it. And I think Anarchy are going to want to book their place into Saturday. 10 seconds to go for something miraculous to happen now for Mystics. Meaty Pig takes it to the left-hand side, runs a little bit of clock, and that should be the confirmation. As we hit the buzzer, there will be confirmation that Anarchy, after taking a reverse sweep, avoid a reverse sweep in their second series of the night, and they are headed through into Saturday.
Absolutely insane scenes down on the field. There's just car wreckages everywhere, burnout marks, the boosts are all gone. There's post marks hit everywhere. It was just a battle. It was an absolute battle as the fans clear out of the stadium here, Tom. We look at some of the stats, and it's exactly what you want to see. You want to see all of the players contributing in a win like that, and it's hard to say Anarchy does not deserve it from the first two games. The way, the style they won their 3 games, they played very consistently. Tom, what a match it was.
A fantastic match, a match worthy of following up that first match that we had on stream, and I find that very, 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 very nice, and fair play to Anarchy. Mystics were looking good for 2 games in that series, but not quite in the end. I don't think they just lost to the better team, probably in the end there. So in terms of playoffs, then looking at the rival bracket. Match 12 is where Anarchy will be in that lower quarterfinals. They've got 1, 2, 3 games to play, plus a grand final, plus perhaps a bracket reset. That's what they'll be thinking about now, but a couple of days off. They get to relax, and I think they'll be pretty happy with a job well done tonight.
Yeah, they'll be sleeping sound, and I think it's up to Mystics to kind of bring themselves back up and understand that maybe they just got in the way of fate here. It seems to me like Anarchy can now do no wrong. I know that obviously the talent gets tougher as they move up, but this is a team to look out for. Any closing remarks, Tom?
I think it was a fantastic series, and I'm very excited for Saturday.
Yeah, I am too. And Alex gets our series MVP, 7 saves, almost 2,000 points. I mean, 12 shots. He was very timely with some of his saves. And some of the saves that he does make end up winning them the games. You can't forget about the other end of the field here, and I thought he was just amazing, Tom. Dex in chat there, very, very well done as well, Dex, my man. I mean, I think that's all we have to say. You don't want to miss the next stream. Thank you, Ark, for organizing everything. I see it in there, Archie. And Tom, I think that's it for us.
Yes, well, for us, Danny Boy and Tavish will be jumping on to take over the next series of the night. I'm just checking my little bracket here to tell you which one that will be. It's 2200 CST, and in fact, I'll tell you now, I can't find it. Oh, there you go. It will be the Uranium versus Sentinels match 6 upper round 1. So we'll see as we go to the upper tier, upper bracket, what happens over there. Thank you in chat as well for telling me as I was stumbling through that. But very capable casters taking you through that one for myself and Sir Willot. Well, thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you back on the stream in 10 minutes time.
See you guys.
been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding me up. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Me up. Storm that beats the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Who you think you are? Who you think you
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RSC. It is the third and final game of this evening. It is, however, meant to be billed up as the game to watch out for, but that might be, however, hard to beat after two series that was very much a classic by RSC standards. But Tavish is joining into the commentary booth as we've replaced Tom and, of course, Sir. First of all, how are you doing?
Well, I'm a little bit tired, but I'm doing good. Definitely here for the rival play-ins, final series here of the night, final series of the play-ins as well. I hope to see how this one is going between Uranium and Sentinels. But Danny, how are you doing?
Miserable as always, so this is going to be a fun broadcast. I love how every caster asks me that question. Hoping no, I'm wonderful. I'm smiling. I'm delightful.
Yes.
No, I'm miserable as everything else. But with that, I think it's time maybe to look at the teams or statistics or the conference and all that useless bit of information that sometimes us analysts like to talk over about. If it's not here, I'll happily skip it tonight, but we'll find out how that goes about as we do see it going on our screens here. Second versus third here. Statistically, not much of a difference here. Should be no surprises there, really.
Definitely, like I said, they're really close. Second, third, 44 wins. Uranium, 43 wins for Sentinels. Losses, well, Sentinels lost one more game, 28-29. Goal scoring is where you really see the difference. Sentinels score a little bit more. The goals conceded is not really that much of a difference. Saves also the same amount. Demos, Sentinels, maybe a little bit more demos here and there. The shooting accuracy, just a little bit of favor for Uranium. So basically, both teams really balanced out here, so it's gonna be a very good matchup. Depending on not depending actually on anything. It's gonna be a good matchup no matter what.
Well, we may as well jump to the player statistics, but based on everything what we've just seen there, very much close, very much statistically, pretty much within the ballpark of a percent or two here. So hence why league play, not much worthwhile talking about. Is there a player in your opinion that is maybe somewhat we should be looked out for here, or is it just a case of it's a team game and pretty much this is where things are going to be tonight?
I think it's gonna be just a team game in general. Obviously, if you look at Uranium, you have Lengi, I hope I pronounced it right, has played the most games, and Jam almost the same amount. And for Sentinels, they kind of changed their roster somewhat around, but Spacey's been there from the beginning. So I think for Uranium, they have the team that just can play all rounds, and for Sentinels, they switch it throughout the entire season. Probably some issues here and there. So now before the play-ins, the team hasn't played together that long. Might prove a little bit difficult, but purely based on stats, I think it's going to be an all-even game, just like when we saw with the team stats.
Well, fair enough with that. And from the player statistics team stats we've just saw, it's the delight that every caster in the RSC looks for, except for me, because everybody knows that I don't take it seriously. So, Tavis, we may as well go to predictions itself here, because frankly, everybody is excited behind the scenes. Oh, I've got 50% accurate. Oh, look how smart I am. I don't care. As you can tell, my statistics is quite low. So roughly, where's yours going for this one?
I have to stick true to my prediction I made on RSCast. I'm saying a 3-0 victory for Sentinels, but I think it's going to be close games, but I do see the sweep happening.
Well, the sweet potential. Mine was put down as a 3-0 Uranium, but do not believe that because I did not absolutely care with that. That's just me being completely honest with you at home. I'm trying to be neutral, not biased at all, but Tavish, without further ado here, it's might as well get this match underway.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We've waited already long enough. We talked about all the stats. But stats can only say so much. The players on the field, they're gonna say it all. All 6 players ready to go. It's time. Finally, final series of the night. Game 1 on the way. Sentinels versus Uranium.
It has been built up by many people in the background as the one to watch here at Swellet. It meets up to that rival quality. Two sides early in the lower bracket has fought their way through as John trying to fight his way through the back lines, wide open net, tucked in by Dan.
Yeah, beautiful team play as well. Dan drops it off to John. John drops it towards Langley. Langley towards mid. Beautiful team play here. What you love to see in the rival two. Just dissecting the Sentinels defense one by one, making it look easy against everyone.
Well, maybe it'd be easy throughout the rest of the night here as this one by John on the back will be beaten away. Here it is, 1-1.
And completely see this one coming. Weaverham just popping the ball up, and Wuko just flying there, hoping to catch a bump, maybe just be annoying to the defense. It worked perfectly. And within 26 seconds, we saw a beautiful team play, we see a bump play, and now back to a 1-1 scoreline.
It's not too bad. Quick response is what we've been hoping to see. The earlier matches had a few difficulties in that regard, but it is settled down quite nicely in the upper side of things. Here's that ball downfield. Here it will be John tipping this one away here, and well, that's a strange way to bring the ball past 2 defenders.
Tries to keep the offense going for you, and flops to the side, but Riverham waiting, drops it mid towards Wuko. Tries to, very patiently there, tries to maybe catch out the defender. And now Spacey in the air has a flipper set to work, but doesn't get it in the end. And a beautiful clear from Langy all the way into the other side just proves that Uranium has a little bit of the upper hand here in this game number 1.
And the extension still continuing through the phases of play here as John's infield pass required a block and weave with one touch, and Langy just throws himself to the ball. Just merely a stop here in Dan's attempt to prolong the attack here is almost a frugal attempt, but that's a fabulous goal to get things kicked off.
Yeah, beautiful goal here, like you said. Spacey banging it forward. Wuko, soft little touch above the defender. and that's just how you open well, don't open the scoreline, but extend the scoreline in your favor. 2-1 lead for Sentinel. Still so much time left on the clock. Wuko tries to keep the pressure going in favor of Sentinels, but just like it's been in the first minute and a half, it's a close game all around.
Well, we didn't expect anything but a close game. It might be fair to say we say the statistics don't mean much, but they were quite even, and the percentage of the game pretty much showing pretty much exactly on our screens here.
Yeah, the only difference being in those statistics, the 1 goal in win, the 1 goal in loss, maybe the 5 goals extra scored or conceded. But that's basically nothing, and we all know in play-ins, play-outs, you're always giving a little bit more energy, a little bit extra. And John there, so close to getting a Doomsday to tie the scoreline here, but not good enough. But Uranium, they're knocking at the door the entire time, but not good enough to actually bash in.
Well, while it'll cave through, it will be requiring a bit more force here as Lange will be looking for a bit more of a gentler through, a double commit defensively. John, well, he has tapped it through the wall here, so there is options. So the problem is the option is the back away here is down, scrambling. He's not looking for his breakfast. He's trying to feign any foothold he can get on defensively, and it is 3-1 Sentinels.
Yeah, and Riverham immediately read off the touch of John, and then Furuko, he follows it up perfectly, drops it in the top corner. 3-1 lead for Sentinels. And this is basically what Sentinel's been doing the entire season. No matter who was on that roster, they always had kind of the same game plan. Just be aggressive, just wait for the touches to be readable. And when you get that opportunity, just go all in, don't hesitate. And if you whiff, who cares? There's a second and third man behind you. And Spacey, he's been leading that team since the get-go. No matter who's there, they're always, well, listening to him is maybe a big word, but they're always helping him make sure that game plan is followed.
Captain by nature, effectively showing that sort of ability to command the respect of the pitch and his two teammates, as Aidan, as you fully said, so you can see by everything that's occurring. There's a few 1 or 2 whips here, but other than that here, an explosive start by them.
Spacey, the man we've been talking about, going towards the backboard, tries to make something happen, extend that lead even further. Wibrahim, quick shot on target, saved by Lange. And Wuka now, beautiful control. India tries to get past one, has to leave, then gets a follow-up touch, and tries to make a little bit of an offense here for the Uranium side, but no luck just yet.
Well, there'll be a change of fortune here. Perhaps that was a wayward ball. And John over to Dan, and that's really a poor pass. It was so obviously what was being put onto the plate here, and Spacey with a silver idea. Unfortunately not able to convert to the goal here, so 30-odd seconds for this game to eventually peter on its way out here. And I think I'd say both sides have at least a few things to talk about here.
Yeah, and that's always after game 1. Game 1 is always it's kind of like taste game, seeing how the other team is gonna play, seeing if you need to change your game plan, and seeing if you can just stay to your game plan. And like you said, both teams definitely have to talk a little bit about it. Maybe Uranium a little bit more than Sentinels, since Sentinels is gonna win this game 3-1, maybe even 4-1 if they can get this final one in. But John will put it towards the ground. Sentinels take game number 1, 3-1 lead after Uranium opened the scoreline.
Well, let's somewhat talk about the fact that it was Uranium who did score first. They did get the opening goal here. I would like to ask what went wrong here, but I feel like we might be here for a while dissecting that one, because that was the word that you usually kick things off with. And I don't want to have an autopsy on game 1, but let's have a deeper dive into things here.
Yeah, I think what mostly went wrong for Uranium is they open, like we said multiple times, they open the game perfectly. Team play, they get it in, they get the first goal in, and then afterwards, Sentinels, they do what they've been doing throughout the entire season, basically. They're just waiting for a touch, the touch comes their way, and then they just go all in and don't hesitate. And I think Uranium had just had that little bit of hesitation that made it too awkward for them.
Well, hesitations here and there, but at this sort of point here, yes, it's the opening game. Should we look too deeply into it, or is it a case of should we wait to game 2? Because it's best of 5 here. You can't afford to be sluggish, and we've seen twice already tonight here where teams have got ahead in front here, dropped the ball, but still the other team still chasing. It just seems a problem, or at least a pattern in the rival play-ins at the moment.
Yeah, and maybe it's gonna be the same scenario throughout this entire play-ins. Maybe we'll see a game 5 like in the previous 2 series here on stream as well, and maybe it's gonna end in 4, maybe it's gonna end in 3. It all comes down here in game number 2. Definitely the eyes a little bit more on Uranium than on Sentinels, if they can bounce back. And here at the start, they're definitely the more aggressive team. Already try to apply the pressure, try to score first again, but Sentinels defense holding strong.
They're able to push this one a bit further away. It could be a bit more of a fruitful attack here, as grand scheme of things, both sides from this early exchange hasn't given too much away. Here is an infield pass by Spacey's met with no teammates here, and we did talk about where both sides might be having problematic sort of parts to the game, but so far here, nothing missed on our screens.
Not yet, as the first minute come and gone, and Uranium definitely just try to settle in on how they should play. Maybe they made a couple changes to the game plan. As the first 30 seconds they were more aggressive, and now already looking to maybe control midfield a bit more instead of going full aggression to what the Sentinels is doing. And now Demo from Spacey already declines the power of that Uranium offense, as Whipperham not enough boost, leaves it for Wuko. Tries to make a Sentinels attack happening, but Langy will deny it in midfield.
90 seconds has ticked on by here and is now pretty much here met at a stone wall, while it's a direct shot or if the wings play is just being rolled and rattled around here. Nobody has taken the initiative, or at least the game by the scruff of the neck here, to make anything more of a purposeful second or third sets of play here as Langy with one touch to get away defensively here, stealing up the boost, and Dan has made an absolute blunder of things.
Yeah, and there you have it, the first mistake here in game number 2. And Dan, he tried really well to get that ball across. Didn't see Whipperham just waiting, like Sentinels has been doing in game 1 as well, just waiting for the ball to come in that direction, and then they go full aggression. Whipperham showing it perfectly there. Just casually waiting for a ball to come his way. He sees the opportunity, grabs it with 2 hands, just rockets it to the back of the net. And Sentinels, with half a game to go, or a little bit more than half a game, they are in the lead.
Well, John, Dan, Langy, all 3 of them looking at each other right now and asking what can they do here, and pretty much here is just get the basics right and get this ball away here, which they have struggled really for some considerable time to get this one away here. Struggling to boost, demoed and removed, and poor old John at the back lines here.
Yeah, Whipperham goes for a big play, gets denied by John, following up by Langley, who bangs it all the way into the Sentinel side, but no follow-up for the any of the Uranium players. Now almost a redirect on net, but no touch there. John tries to get a quick shot on target, does find Spacey at the end, but so close for Uranium to finally get a goal. Maybe this attack it will. No, the defense for Sentinels is just a little bit too strong. The iron wall will stand.
So far, yes it has. Will it continue to do so for the next 1 minute and 48 seconds to grab this second game? That's the question that most people will be somewhat wondering here. And Dan, for the second consecutive time here as third man, almost feels like he's so uncomfortable near his own defence that he doesn't want the ball near him.
Maybe he's a little bit more comfortable in midfield instead of defense. Definitely if there are 3 players from Sentinels just you know they're gonna be just looking at you, waiting for that mistake, and Dan already had 1 to his name, doesn't want to make the second one like he just said. So maybe a little bit more pressure for John and Langy to hold the defense together. But come on, we all make a mistake. It's only natural, it's only human. So same here. Try to shrug it off your shoulders, continue with the gameplay. Wibrahim here making a mistake as well. Dan capitalizing on him. He says thank you. And Wibrahim basically returning the favor.
What was somewhat building as a mental scar of a mistake. We've been harboring on to it. Sentinels has kindly regifted that one and fortunately landed to Dan. So maybe confidence could be rebuilt or at least foraged from somewhere here. And well, here he is, the man, the question that was being looming everybody at the moment. A shot was by him, tipped away by the original post here. And so far here, Sentinels who looked far too comfortable, now for the first time being questioned.
Yeah, like keeping the Uranium offense going. Then a little bit of a hard touch. Jump has to return towards his own corner to even follow up on it. Now a bit of an awkward ball here. Wibrahim puts it up into the Alengi. Soft touch. Jump, immediate follow-up. Beautiful done in the defense there by the Uranium roster. Then a soft shot on target will be denied by Hugo. And like I said, Sentinels are kind of struggling here. And Uranium, they smell a little bit of blood on the water and they're slowly applying more pressure. But game 2, it does look like we're going to an overtime here, unless there's a 0-second miracle. No, it will not. Game 2, overtime.
Miracles are not easily given. Sometimes you have to make your own luck, and spicely in play-ins, luck is required. And that's a fabulous save by Dan, but it's not over yet.
Wibrahim tries to keep the offense going, gets it past one, goes towards the back, but no, gets denied. Sentinels definitely going all out here at the first couple seconds of this overtime, but Uranium back in offense.
Nice touch by Spacey, at least will find a wing of play here. John to John, back to John. You might be going, what's going on here? He hit the wall so many times here, it killed any idea of where that ball was going, and that will be tipped aside, and we still are in OT.
Yeah, Spacey, infield pass to Wooker. Wooker, quick shot on target, is a little bit wide, and then, with the help of the woodwork, will clear it towards midfield. Spacey now back into the air, goes for a double, gets denied by Jump. Wooker, immediate follow-up from the sidewall, wants to get a fast one, but Dan holds defense.
He's pushed that one to the halfway line here, allowing Langy to at least venture further up with one idea here, and that's just get this ball away, Langy to himself, and that is the best goal we've seen so far by this side.
And Jump, beautiful infield pass here, and Langy, he just drops it under the crossbar. Wibrahim can do nothing and is just standing there looking at the ball floating in. Uranium, we were doubting them here in game number 2, but they do take the win in overtime.
I think we're not wrong here to doubt them, Tavish, to be frank about it here, because I get criticised by many people in the RSC when I say a certain person didn't deserve an MVP or didn't deserve a win a game or maybe the series. To me here, Uram didn't feel like they deserved to win that. Yes, you have to win these games and forge your own luck. Sentinels was mostly all over them. They just didn't feel like they took their opportunities here. Am I wrong here, or does my eyes deceive me here?
No, you're actually completely right. Sentinels, they had the upper hand for so long, but then Wibrahim, that's one mistake at the end of this game made it so difficult they just made it difficult for themselves. They threw in their own windows, and then it was just really easy for Uranium to continue. And in overtime, we thought, well, maybe Sentinels, they're becoming aggressive, they can do their thing, and then one unlucky pinch with John for the Sentinels roster, and then yeah, you're done. You lose the game in overtime, and now in game number 3, it's definitely a curious one to see what's going to happen. So basically, we're down to a best of 3.
Oh, I love you, Tavish, for saying that, because every other caster is afraid to say that. It's no longer a best of 5, it's a best of 3. Most people hate doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, never had that issue. If there's only 3 games left to decide, it's the best of 3. If we go to game 5, well, you can call it a best of 1 at that point.
Well, that is certainly how this will be worked out here, as Dan will thump one in here.
And we were just talking about what's it going to be. Well, Dan doesn't care. He just puts it towards the back of the net. The defense for Sentinels, 2 players in net, just kind of turning circles around each other, like, where do we go? Dan doesn't care. Rocket towards the back of the net. Uranium over the scoreline.
It may have been harsh of the two games so far by both accounts here. One maybe more so here, but they have stepped up here as John will allow his teammate to continue the double touch technically here in Spacey with 3 touches. Just gets it away here to a teammate here. So what can be done? What can be presented here? And it is Spacey with a shot to his own teammate's car.
Yeah, Spacey, beautiful shot target. Wuko thought maybe if I pop it a little bit higher, it can go over the defense. Not the touch he wanted. And now Sentinel's kind of struggling here in defense. They have 3 players basically all just rotating in front of the net instead of actually, you know, following normal rotations. And for Uranium, they can just do their thing, feel comfortable. They have that 1-0 lead now. They don't have to rush anything. Obviously, 2 is better, but you know, you're already winning in this game.
Well, 2 is better. 1 is certainly nice here. We have seen the second goal being put in here. I just want to raise you, is 3 perfect, or is that too much to ask for?
Nah, 3 is perfect. There's never too much to ask. If we follow some of the RSC results that we had in the past, there can be like 7-0s and it's still fine. So anything can happen here in this game. But one thing that's not happening is Sentinel scoring. And of course, Spacey proves me wrong.
Do you want to say that sentence again, by the way?
No, I don't want to say that sentence again.
That's okay. Joe, there's some casters that curses the game, there's some casters calls it perfectly. And then there's also some players who just want to ruin it on purpose. It is 2-1, and this one, however, by Spacey is purposely pushed to the side here, so 3 odd minutes here before we might see another goal creep on in from somewhere.
Spacey now, India, and soft touch Weebram. Weebram, quick shot on target, gets denied by Jum on the goal line. And now Jum all on his own, gets it towards the back of the net. No, Weebraham will deny in the final seconds.
Lange taken out. Weeb with 1 touch into the wall here from their own third. They're playing across, and Weeb, bless them, they're looking for a ball or a teammate to pass to here for the double. Well, Spacey finally gets it in after about 6 times of asking.
Yeah, Lange misread the touch there, and then Spacey, couple touches, but in the end sneaks it underneath the crossbar. He had it all to his own, and now half the game left here in game number 3. 2-2 scoreline. Finally, a close game. And maybe we might see more than 4 goals being scored.
Please no. Well, we're going to have one anyway to decide this tiebreaker. Oh, what a fickle game sometimes this can be. And there is goal number 5. It is Lange who gets his name onto the score sheet.
Yeah, beautifully done here. Down towards the backboard. Weebraham misreading it. Thought it was going to be a little bit higher, that he actually had to jump for it. And then Lange, he's not complaining, he gets a free goal, giving the lead back to Uranium. And now Sentinels, they were struggling to get that 2 goals in. They finally got him, and Uranium's like, yeah, you can enjoy those 2 goals, but we're gonna put in the 3rd.
We might be looking for the 4th one here to at least have a buffer what they had failed to protect from earlier. It's Dan up here, there is no chance for the double here that we just saw prior moments ago here, and John with a wide open net here. That is the buffer reinstated.
Yeah, and it's all because 2 of the Sentinels player double committed from that backboard to clear the ball, and then Weebraham in midfield couldn't continue on the touch. Jump not complaining, he only has to touch it really softly, that it floats gently towards the back of the net, and now that 2-goal cushion is back in favor of Uranium.
Are we allowed to complain?
Of course.
I wanted the 1-0 type games here, but no, we're being treated by 6 goals here. I wasn't signing up for this.
Well, you know, maybe we still have game 4 and potentially game 5 to give you that 1-goal game. So maybe 2 more chances. Depends on obviously how the next game goes.
Are you in relation to Spooks by any chance? You're as positive he is.
Well, we are both Dutch, so it could be just the Dutch genes talking.
Come on. There we go, there's Dutch jeans, and finally somebody has put on a pair of pants here from the Sentinels, taking charge of their particular quandary and bumped a few people out of the way.
Yeah, this is the first scrappy, well, actually scrappy play that we've seen here in this entire series, where it's just 6 players on the goal line fighting for that one ball to go in. And in the end, Wuko does put it in, but there's still that 1 goal deficit that they have to fill up. Because now it's still Uranium in the lead here. And Sentinels, they have 50 seconds left to find that equalizer so they can force that overtime. But Uranium, they're not going to give it freely.
Well, there is Dan, and it's just went over his head. It's technically a triple commit in loose terms here. There's another triple commit, and that shot should have been buried. It has been put in. Deja vu.
And I'm just scratching my head here on how does this happen. A team like Uranium is just playing almost perfect Rocket League for the first 2 minutes. And then in the final 45 seconds, they go triple commit to give an equalizer to Sentinels. Like, it's like they want to have that overtime.
In the words of Juice, if I speak, I'm in trouble. Bishik, put me on mute here. I've got a few words to say.
Well, we tries to get the ball midfield, so Sentinels can will finally take the lead here. But Uranium, they're continuously knocking on the door. Might it be another overtime, or will it end the regulation? Ball will most likely touch the ground. Yes, it did. Game 3, overtime.
In the first 2 games, we had slight scrappy affairs where there was a bit of question marks. This time around, it is who has the better defensive capabilities. As Dan able to maybe test one here. Spacey with the second save. Sentinels, who has came back twice just to scrap this opportunity. Are they able to convert for the 3rd time of asking?
It's going to be a difficult one, because if you're going to keep on double committing in every corner where a ball is, you're not going to capitalize on any of the mistakes that they're making, since you still have to fix all of your own. But now in the offense they look pretty solid, but in defense, if Uranium actually applies pressure for longer than 20 seconds, it might be a Uranium victory. But it's going to be difficult to call here as the ball is going back and forth like a ping pong ball.
Well, back and forth and back and forth, and it keeps us going as you describe, and that one will go left to right, which is the right way to go if you're trying to get this one away here. Big problem, however, is all 3 of them lumped together so tightly into that corner, too compressed to defend anything for any length of time.
Yeah, and now finally we see Sentinels applying a little bit of pressure in a good formation for offense. Basically taking control here in the defensive corner, gets off, gets bumped off, but Wuko can follow up immediately. And now Langy, not the best of touch, but does get it past one. Weebram follows up. Wuko, quick shot on target, will be saved by Dan on the goal line.
And there is Dan running now back for his boost here. Langy with 0, so should be a steal, and he should be running away much quicker than that. Will get a bump or 2 here and cuts the rotation. Whether that was brave or foolish, we'll see whether it pays off or not.
And now Spacey gets a little bit of a clear, gets the ground pinch past one, removes one of the players. Wuko in the air towards the ceiling. Can he get another touch? No, fakes it. Spacey get another demo to his name as he tries to keep the offense for the Sentinel side going. But the defense for Uranium is just a little bit too strong.
John, moving this one to the side here. Langy and Spacey will have at least met words here. They've been almost counterparts for a majority of this 3rd game here as John launches it downfield. So boost here, you're in to maybe collect here and reshape. They have to here as Stan beaten out of the game, but a demo will at least temporarily set things back into the restart position here.
And Wuko in the corner, tries to get it towards midfield, still taking control of this one, gets past one, but Dan, no boost to work with, doesn't pick up the big boost pad and close it immediately towards Laney, gets denied by Spacey afterwards. And now Wuko again, flip reset to work with, tries to get it past one, wins the 50-50, and Weebrahim immediate shot. We finally see the Sentinels roster apply more pressure. While I'm talking Weebrahim, he shows how much pressure he can force on his own. Beautiful tap here towards the backboard, and then a beautiful goal to get that win here in game number 3.
Well, beauty is of the beholder here, and Sentinels will certainly feel that they have got at least a bit of daylight onto this one. Double the amount of time, give or take, here from the OT, what we just saw before here. I would like to sit here and talk about positives and maybe a few negatives, but I'm going to hold that here, Tavish, and wanted to say something a bit more cheery on a note, which is a surprise for you. Would you like to hear it?
Oh yeah, I would love to hear this.
Well, to anybody in RSC, Tavish finally got a Liquipedia page, so everybody should be congratulating him. Follow him on Twitter as well. He's made it into what I suppose would be the official category of casters, so congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. That means a lot. Didn't expect it from you, to be honest.
Nobody expects anything nice from me.
So we cannot expect you to be happy. We cannot expect anything nice from you. What can we expect from you?
Well, normally an old man arts joke, but he's actually looking quite useful today, so I'm just throwing everybody off today. So do you know what? How about we go for the unexpected here, and that may be a Game 5 prediction, which we seem to be heading towards tonight.
Alright, Game 5 prediction. So let's say we go to the Game 5. Who do you have winning? You still sticking to your Uranium side, or are you thinking now, Sentinel's looking a little bit too good?
Oh, we all know my prediction was completely serious, Tavish, so sure, we'll be going with that one.
Alright, so if we go to a Game 5, you think Uranium? I'm sticking to Sentinels, I have to, at this point. Gotta support also a little bit my fellow Dutchman in Spacey. I don't know if there are any other Dutchies on the field right now. But Langy, he doesn't care. He wants to get that Game 5, and he does get it best one. Best everyone, and he opens the scoreline here in game number 4.
Well, while we're debating whether there's Dutchies onto the pitch, apparently John is Irish based on a few comments. Well, unfortunately, that means that Ireland's doomed for failure, as we always do in any competitive tournament. So you might be just right here, but one lead for the Hope and the rest of Ireland's shoulders. I hope they're big enough for crying in tears, because it always ends up there.
And Dan now in the corner, doesn't have much boost to work with. Doesn't get it past Huko, who's just patiently waiting. Takes it into the air, almost gets it past one. Gets towards the backboard. Spacey leaves it for Weaverham, who can't follow up. And now Spacey in the air, almost gets it past one, but gets denied in the 50-50. And now Huko not an opportunity here to touch. Spacey gets denied. Quick shot on target, will be saved.
Weeb, the one who got a few goals to his name last time around, that was performing quite well, not able to get onto things here, demoed by the aforementioned players. So here is the fellow countryman trying to get a touch here as Langy onto the wall here. An infield ball would be excellent, but decides to lump it right where the keeper was.
And Spacey in the air doesn't really follow up on his own touch. We have John go into the air, gets the double from the sidewall, and it's a 2-0 lead here in favor of Uranium.
Can you say that again, please?
No.
Okay. Do you want a hug?
Yes.
Spooks! You think I do hugs?
I was hoping.
Maybe that's one for the RSC Twitter page. Maybe, well, 100 likes for me give Tavish a hug. Who knows? That's not going to be happening anytime soon, and that is a goal, surprisingly or not.
Wuko, beautiful double touch here. Gets at least one goal back for Sentinels. But as we've seen in the previous game as well, doesn't matter how many times Uranium is going to score. Sentinels, they have the opportunity to tie it up, and now so close here for Spacey to get it. Wuko, immediate follow-up, and again, we have a tie game.
I think there's 3 players, John, Langy and Dan, might need 3 sets of hugs themselves here. Can't hug onto the ball, they can't get the ball away here. They are now crying with the potential being knocked down to the lower side of things here. 3 minutes still to, of course, hold on to that falsehood of getting a win on the board to tie it to that game 5 that was so wholly predicted here that might be quashed.
Yeah, and now Weaverham in the corner, definitely looking to crush the dream of game 5 Laney try to keep it up towards the backboard, does get the double touch, drops it down, back of the net, and he does extend the lead here for the Uranium roster.
Well, a bit of positional error there that allowed it, but the double touch was exceptional to get things kicked off here. So much needed after conceding 2 here. A response at last, and Dan, well, launches that one from. Oh.
Yeah, to kind of summarize this in 2 words, own goal! Then wins the kickoff, Spacey rips it towards the back of the net. Then what are your thoughts?
It's just one word, just diabolical.
I can live with that one. 2 words for me, 1 word for you. Diabolical own goal works as well. Spacey and Weebrim now maybe get 1 goal back. Doesn't look like it. Langley, quick shot on target, gets saved by Wuko. So they won't go down by 3 goals, but still there's a 2-goal deficit that Sentinels has to fill up yet again, as it did in the previous game.
Well, we've been here before, Tavis. Let's be fair here, where a game was chased by 2, got 2, chased by 2, another one, and suddenly nicked away here. Well, one side might be worried of feel of the week here. They have to keep their heads at least screwed on to the simple fact is they are in a best of 5. They are the side on a match point advantage here. They can't afford here to be doom and gloom, but if they want to take my spot, they're more than welcome.
Yeah, and you mentioned Phil of the week. Well, I don't think we do Phil of the week, but that was really close for Weebrim to get a beautiful fill. And Space already has one by that own goal after kickoff. Probably definitely kicking himself by giving Uranium that extra goal to their lead. Weebrim now gets removed by Jump. All of Sentinel's offense withers down. And Awuka tries to at least keep it going, but no luck as the defense for Uranium is slowly cementing together into a wall that cannot be broken.
You want to say that sentence, because the last time it didn't end up well.
I dare to say that sentence again in this game, not in this series.
Okay, I fully understand. This defense is absolutely horrible. It will be broke for in a few seconds' time here.
Alright, let's see what happens. Reaper him tries to get a pass 1, gets denied by damage from Spacey into the air. Only 50 seconds left here in game number 4 for Sentinels to win it. Otherwise, we're going to that game 5 scenario.
It hasn't worked yet, has it?
No.
No. What a shame that this magical cursing ability hasn't called into action here, but it does look like that game 5 is going to happen here as Weeb's shot here will break through, so maybe it might take a bit of time here.
And 27 seconds is more than enough time if they can continue with the plays like this, because the infield passes just seconds before they actually go, seconds before the player actually goes in front of the net might be the answer here. Last second infield pass, quick shot towards the near post, and then you don't have an answer since it's too fast, but time is ticking down, and if you do a back pass like that, it's not gonna help you force that overtime.
Well, Lang 8 with 1 touch here. Weeb to the empty space here. Nobody really chasing on to it. Has to be kept into the airs, and Spacey, well, Spacey, it's all on your shoulders here, and, well, he's not got big enough shoulders here. Drops down at 4-3 in the 4th game. So, with the delight of that, it's a best of 1, everybody.
Yeah, we're finally in that game 5 scenario. We both predicted a sweep here, or well, one of us predicted a sweep here, the other one just liked one of the team names. And now we are in that game 5 scenario. And I'm going to ask you, since you've been asking me after every game, like, what did I think? But what do you think? Who of the two rosters really needs to change something to win that game 5?
What they need to change is just the ability of sitting and thinking, never mind doing at the moment here. Everything's so reactionary to everything that's been going on at the moment. What I will say is here, me picking favourites, I wouldn't do a thing like that.
Nah, of course not. You just like the name of one of the two teams. You're like, yeah, that's gotta be my team.
No, I just said, Well, actually, I didn't say anything. B-Shake basically said in the background, well, just to make it interesting, we'll give you the opposite one. I love how, by the way, chat's thinking we're playing favourites.
Yeah, but aren't we playing favorites?
No, let me happily and comfortably tell the European scene or anybody in part of the scene, I don't have favourites. I don't like yous enough. There you go.
Ow. That hurts.
Look, see when you're a father, you're not allowed to have favourites.
Okay, I heard that one before.
Well, if you heard that one before, everybody's a disappointment, but you're certainly not. That might be a lie there, that one, but...
Well, one thing that is not a lie is that we are in game number 5. We are in that best of 1 scenario, golden goal, however you want to call it. One game to decide who is staying in uppers, one game to decide who's going to continue their run in lowers. And so far, Uranium, they're coming out hot here in game number 5, applying more pressure already than they've done in the previous 4 games combined.
That's a heavy statement as well, that they can continue that grip, that sort of force that's being applied onto it as John here sits and beautifies the pitch a wee bit there. Will get a touch to at least somebody, but not necessarily acting in terms of the best interest for his team there is Dan. Well, that's a miss, and this will allow maybe an attack to open up here.
And we're going out towards the backboard. Only fights Dan. No, Dan doesn't make contact. Langy luckily does. Gets removed by Wuko. John, immediate follow-up towards the backboard. Does get a quick shot on target. Wuko saves as Spacey follows up. Uranium had a good opportunity to open the scoreline here, but the defense for Sentinels was just there in time.
John, well, he is there defensively. Is the light, however, on in terms of this lighthouse here as Spacey leaves that one, unfortunately. Wasn't by choice, it was a miscalculation, an infield pass over to Dan. Is it a double? No, and it's not even a runaway single, it's a breakthrough down the other end.
John in the corner gets beat. Spacey quick shot on target gets saved by Dan. Final second on with a little bit of help from that crossbar ball now. Crappy play in front of the net will get cleared in the final second. Again, Spacey looking for a teammate, but ball gets cleared into midfield.
Here is John. There's one touch here. Langy interfering with the play here. It's now forcing Dan in such a tight spot. He's unfortunately has to sacrifice his life here, and this will be 2 defenders here, so spread apart here. Lack of boost slightly being evident there. It's John's big 100 being useless as he misses the ball here. It is pressure on these 2 tides here, and John's dribble, well, he did dribble, just not the way we expected.
He was probably looking for a little bit of a bump on the closest player. Didn't expect the closest player to be a little bit further away than just right in front of his face. So no bump play for him. But now Laney might do the same thing. Drops towards the backboard. No follow-up whatsoever. John now leaving it to Dan. Dan takes it into the air. Has a little bit of boost to work with. Doesn't find the back of the net, but does get really close. If the crossbar was just a little bit in his favor, it could have happened. And now John, quick shot on target will be denied as well. Uranium, couple shots here towards the net, but nothing really dangerous.
A little bit here, a little bit there. Will we see the potency at last here, or will we see that horrible error that will be in nightmares for a few people if they sleep, and that's how it goes out here as that ball tipped past one. John getting involved here, back it down, over to John.
Yeah, beautiful team play here from the Uranium roster. If and when we have 120 left on the clock. Langley towards John, John towards the back of the net. Uranium finally opened the scoreline here in game number 5. And again, all eyes on Sentinels. Can they bounce back?
No.
Well, there's your answer. It's gonna be a Uranium victory.
I just thought to say it because I normally do, and, you know, usually gets a reaction here. That's what, unfortunately, Sentinels need to do here, but they haven't reacted. They've recoiled. 2-0.
And when you thought things can't go worse, obviously they can. Langy gets it past the entire defense. Dan, he doesn't need to do anything. He just jumps once, drops it towards the back of the net. 1:04 left on the clock. And like you said, 2-0 lead for Uranium. Sentinels, a lot of work to do, so little time to do it in. And maybe a little bit of an opportunity here for the roster. No, it will be denied.
Dan being chased into the corner and Weebs running away from it. One touch. A trail of orange here, but it is unfortunately in the orange side, deep in their final third here. Downwards ball here, and you would expect here that this should be comfortable, this should be easy here. Far from it in these type of situations.
And John now, not the best of touches. Basically might be able to follow up now, gets denied by Lengy, who gets to clear all the way into the other side. All alone, defense is rushing back. Lengy leaves it for Dan. Dan towards the back of the net, extends the lead to a third goal. 19 seconds on the clock, and this game might be done and dusted.
I think it'd be fairly said that it has been concluded with that goal. Could have been argued a bit earlier in this session, but my words here, Sentinel, who had match point, they had even maybe earlier could have wrapped it up in a 3-0 sweep, where a dream could be easily quashed, ruined, scattered, and just like that there, they're on this, well, frankly, a scalp of a defeat here.
Yeah, John might look for a fourth goal. Spacey doesn't care anymore, he's just like, yeah, put it in. Fourth goal for the Uranium roster. They win this series with utter dominance here in game number 5. And, well, I kind of don't like this because my prediction is wrong. But, you know, your prediction that Bishik basically made for you is right.
Oh, how happy I am that a prediction's right.
I know.
You can see the smile on my face, it's a shame nobody else on stream can.
Yeah, I can see the utter happiness knowing that someone made the right prediction for you.
Joe, if there's a competition for the correct predictions, I somehow win it. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't deny with that.
Shall we focus on, at least in terms of the Uranium win here, Uranium in terms of what they have done, because let's be fair, as a series goes, it wasn't bad. They played well, both sides in the grand scheme of things for the rival tier, but it lacked that quality where we can't really say that these two sides were outright favourites or at least comfortable winners to take the tier here, because that wasn't champion in terms of quality we've seen so far.
No, it was definitely just scrappy quality. Well, not all over. There were definitely some moments where it was like, yeah, that's the real rival gameplay, where everything clicked together. But it was just too many random moments here and there where it just didn't work out the way we wanted. And, well, here you see it. For, like we said during the series as well, Sentinels, they looked like the dominant one. They looked so good. And in the end, it was just Uranium being the more dominant one. And if you look at series MVP as well, Langy, he just did so much for his team. 11 shots to his name, 5 goals as well, 8 saves, 6 assists. Well, the demos, I don't think demos are the most important part. But just all around the field, he was helping to get Uranium that victory.
Well, certainly so. I think 6 players who will have a bit of work to do. Potentially maybe the subs might play in, of course, Saturday in terms of the playoffs itself here. Of course, both sides knew they were in. It's just where they're going to be positioned onto the brackets here. That will be interesting to see. But Tavish, in terms of the 3 games we've seen tonight as a whole here, I don't think there's an outright favourite for this tier, which is fair to say here.
Nah, I think almost out of only the 3 matchups today, nah, everything was so close. Everything was just top level. Well, I would say top level rifle, top entertainment in rifles since we had 3 game 5s.
Well, top level in terms of entertainment. Friday, as you can see, not Friday, on Saturday, in terms of the matches, is their upper semis and the lower round ones, all to be played. I believe there might be predictions and conversations. That's in the Discord Discord down below. Of course, Twitter, of course, if you want to get in the action on the socials as well. But in terms of action-wise, that's pretty much everything wrapped up for Rival until that point. There does, however, well, mean there is action throughout the rest of the week here, Tavish, which is, of course, the next higher tier available.
Yeah, like you said, tomorrow we start off with the Elite tier. Tomorrow we already have a couple actually pretty good matchups. We have Velocity Playsmith, and then the winner of that one taking on Iskoto, and also Huldra and Zulu taking on each other. And then on Friday we're gonna continue with Elite play-ins with Fearless Bravo, Vanguards, Anju Carbo, and Deception waiting for their match to be played. So a lot of Elite energy coming your way in the next 2 days. Then we're gonna see who is gonna become the Rival champion. On Sunday we're gonna crown that Elite champion, but that's all way in the future. Let's first enjoy that Elite action that's coming our way.
Well, we certainly enjoy it. We hope you've enjoyed the Rival play-ins here. Of course, a huge thank you to the talent B-Shake, who is on productions as well, and the entire administration behind and the sponsors of RSC. But sadly, as Tavish needs a hug, it might be from me after the broadcast, but from all of us here, it's a happy good night.